Hey, everybody. Boy, oh boy, you guys. It has been a week. We have a lot of people that are going to be popping in and out at some point. So right now we have Steve, Sleepy Josh is here, Uncle Warren's here, and Reef is here. There's going to be a lot more people showing up. I think everybody probably knows all of these fine young gents already. And there's a lot to fucking bitch about. I was just telling the guys.
You don't know me.
You don't know my life. Was waiting for one of the almost. That was almost like a "Can you dig it?" Kind of spice up your intro a little bit. Yeah.
I'm glad you guys are making me laugh because I'm not kidding. I have been in such a bad mood, you guys. Like I went off on the vigil. Like I'm angry this week. I really am.
Spread that shit around, Mindy.
What?
Spread it around. Share that anger and that pain. Just
yes.
I can't help it. I'm pissed at everybody.
Let the hate flow through you.
I mean, do you want to go ahead and get me started? Because can we talk about fucking people who live in the United States of America worrying about anything that fucking Vladimir Putin does? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You live in the worst country ever in the history of ever. Stop.
I did a segment.
Stop.
On my segment of memes on how did we miss that?
Hunter's here.
Of like, don't fuck with Russians because this is what they do, you know. And it was just clips of Russian people doing craziness, you know. They were petting a tiger, a Siberian tiger. They were just like petting. Yes, tiger is body with me. Like fucking, you know, like what? Anyway, like.
We take him
Do
home.
you have?
We fit him for the tracksuit. We give him gold chain.
Gold chain and Adidas. Tiger loves Adidas.
Oh,
Bass is his favorite music.
Alexi. You try.
Fucking Tripolowski, Slatutia.
I forgot Trey. Hold on. Hold, please. I'm distracted. But yes, y'all, I'm fucking over it. I'm over it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so stupid to hear.
We were talking about this on the show.
Doesn't have clean water still, and you're worried about what Putin's doing. Putin's oh my god, Russians are moving Russian troops within Russia. Dun dun dun. Putin's evil. Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
It's like they got.
There's a genocide in Yemen. We're brutalizing Palestinians. Really? You're gonna talk about Putin? Shut up.
It's like they got the last CIA memo from like last season, you know. I thought we already went through all the Russia stuff
now. For a back-to-back of Anthony Blinken, and Colin Powell.
Yeah.
And they're more or less doing the same thing.
No, that's what I had posted in a meme a couple weeks ago. Was like I did the how it started. Yeah, and it was one of them was how it started, and it showed that stupid ass PowerPoint, and then how it's going, and it was just another like zoomed in like non-definite satellite picture, and then I did another one of like how it started, which was which was like the Syrian gas can, and then how it's going, which was when I forget what else I put when they put like. Oh, Russia's chemical weapons factory. Like, what are you guys doing?
I mean, I know that, you know, there is smell analysts at mainstream media that can just attest that chemical weapons are used. So, oh my God.
That's a real thing that happened on live TV.
That's
a real thing that happened. She smelled a backpack. It's ridiculous, the farce. It really is.
Did she ever smelled any...
I don't know. Did she have gloves on? I don't remember. Let's look it up.
No, she didn't have gloves on.
No, I have it.
Well, come on. That wasn't a chemical attack.
I know.
She looked like she was shopping at Target. I mean, she was like, here's a backpack. Yeah, this one, no, this is so good. And then she just set it aside. Yeah, little bare hands and shit. A bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, bare hands. Yep. Here's a picture. Yep, bare hands. Just chilling. Chilling.
Not like Soviet bare hands, but like
the same media organization that has been busted dozens of times a year, every year since its inception, for like faking severe weather, lying about fucking civilian casualties in Iraq, lying about everything. We were making the point this morning that NATO used the exact same justification for Kosovo that Putin is using for the 2 breakaway republics in Ukraine.
Yeah.
And it's fine when NATO does it.
Of course.
Perfectly fine.
100% groovy when NATO does it. When Putin's like, yeah, no, we recognize these two that are a financial strain on Ukraine, that are full of like old people and no industry, that are not contributing to the Ukrainian economy, that Ukraine doesn't have the money to support. This is fucking theater. This is bullshit. The fucking Biden administration is holding multiple countries hostage right now and making us all do a dry walkthrough of the 1997 cinema classic Wag the Dog. That's what's going on right now. And we don't get Woody Harrelson. We did get Woody Nelson. He did commercials in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
No, I demand Harrelson at least.
Yeah.
Demand it, girl. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
Get a Woody, get a Harrelson. Yeah.
We've been yelling about the same shit for fucking
ever
decades now.
Over and over and over again. Faces change.
And they act like we've somehow changed. We've somehow changed. We're still yelling about the same shit. Yet we're somehow now different. It's ridiculous.
And then apart from that, it's like, oh my God, just how much longer is it going to continue? There's
forever.
Literally, there are people who, just like how we are born into this situation right now, literally, there's people in other parts of the world that were just born there. That's their lives, and we have murdered millions of them. Does anybody, like, I could never imagine what it must feel like to, like, oh, I lost a kid in a bombing and now I have to take a fucking dinghy. If I even get on, maybe I have another kid. If I can't, then I'll just hand him over and hopefully he gets to live. Like, it's just ridiculous. It's gross. It's really disgusting.
Yes, we are gross. We are very gross.
They won't even admit that there's a problem. They won't even do the first step. Like, this intervention isn't going well.
No, because they buy into, I think it was Steve that just said it. If my team, if NATO does it, it's fine. If the other team does it, it's the worst thing literally that's ever happened. But if my team does it, it's the good and right and just thing. And there was no other options. And this was the right choice. And they like brainwash themselves into thinking it's this tribalistic bullshit. And
constant manufacturing of consent.
Yes. And there's a lot of white supremacy involved.
Yeah.
I mean, we destroy
colonial resource management, like,
you
know, it's the worst. The fucking worst.
That's what I'm saying. Anybody from the United States who has a goddamn thing, and listen, I know I joke about it, but I'm no fan of Putin. He's a scumbag too. You don't get to be a leader at that level and not just be an absolute shitheel of a human being. I mean, you have to be willing to manipulate and oppress and screw over, and you have to be ruthless to get to that level of power.
Well, he's the guy who got to Western leadership because he was in the part of KGB that was pro-America. Because he was part of the pro-West faction of the KGB. According to Time Magazine, Newsweek, both, when we came to the rescue in Russia's first democratic election and helped, was it secure? I can't remember the exact terminology that we use to brag about rigging Russia's election.
But,
when we put
wait, which time? The Clinton time or Yeltsin, the other time?
Or
when Yeltsin got in first go round, Putin.
Yeah, because we fucked with Russia's elections a lot over the years.
Twice. Putin specifically.
And he was there as a reward for being part of that pro-West KGB faction that was helping to destabilize from within the country.
pictures of him alongside presidents, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
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 So
of
he
course.
is a high level Judaican. So that's a thing.
Hey!
He knows his judo
What's
well.
up?
You
Yeah.
know.
So
I'm with
here's
Caitlin.
the thing. My take on the guy has always been that he's one of those long-standing assets of Western intelligence that
Yeah.
now has too much money, so had to be brought to the table. Like, was going to just be a puppet president, and then when the fucking Russians went full gangster, when they welcomed in capitalism and were like, oh yeah, no, we're not even going to try and put a face on it. No, huh? We're just going to operate like a mafia. Why pretend?
Yeah.
I think that they were able to amass enough to where he had to be brought to the table to a degree, at least.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't ultimately think that Vladimir Putin determines the day-to-day machinations of the state of the Russian Federation.
Yeah.
He's the face of that. But I think that because of the money that he's made on the side, that he gets led into a handful of other conversations where some decisions get made.
Like any oligarch, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. All of those people at that level of power are all scumbags. They're all willing to do whatever to whoever to further benefit themselves. I mean, yeah, I'm no Putin fan, but for anybody in the United States to think that you have the moral authority to tell any other country how the fuck to do what they're doing, you need to just curl your fingers into a fist and punch yourself in the face. You earned it. Like that's ridiculous, you guys. Seriously, again, because it's so basic. Flint still doesn't have clean water.
Right.
Exactly.
Like,
and
I'm laughing because that's ridiculous. We can't even get clean. We're the United States of America. Like, we all like to, everybody's like, hey, we're big and bad. We're the best ever. And, fireworks and eagles. Woo.
Not to mention what
City of LA has worse water quality than Flint. So
no, I'm just saying that Flint's the most well-known.
Other cities. I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, Jesus fuck, dude. There's over 3,000 other towns that have as bad or worse water than Flint.
Yes.
I mean, how dare we imply sanctions?
Yes, we're implying sanctions on somebody for moving their own troops with it. Like, it's. I mean,
no.
Us, the ones who have bases fucking everywhere, everywhere. Who have a military force everywhere.
Oh my god!
We need to be fired. I'm so serious. Like we
need
every single time. We do.
The world is in an abusive relationship with us and won't leave.
That's exactly what I feel like.
I'm
always saying that.
I'm sorry, America, you're fired. Pack up your shit. No, you don't have to come in the office. We'll send it to you. Okay.
No, it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I mean, we don't even do y'all. We fucked it up so hard. Again, we can't even get clean drinking water to people. And then we think that we're like the sayers of all of the globe over what is good and right and just, and we get to wag our fingers at other people for the thing. Shut the entire fuck up.
Yeah.
I mean,
while at the same time they're stealing the water from my neck of the woods where we could have clean drinking water.
No, we have
stealing all that shit.
We have FEMA, right?
Yes.
And I have been looking through their shit like no other. I put in 2 FOIAs for FEMA because I lived in New Orleans. I am privileged enough that I had the ability to leave and come back to California. Okay? Everybody who lives down there is still fucked from fucking Hurricane Katrina. FEMA doesn't move those people, even though it's going underwater, or the people in Kentucky. They haven't gotten shit, and their town is still
Mississippi.
With tornadoes.
Warren, how many family you got that was stuck there? I know I had to drag a bunch out
in Mississippi.
I mean, Gulfport got fucked up.
Oh yeah, like a mile inland, it was just like unrecognizable, and Yeah, and my sister, who's just like one of the toughest people I know, has been through like multiple hurricanes. She said once Katrina hit, and she lived through that. She said, "No, fuck that, never again. I'm going to Memphis or whatever. Fuck that." You know.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you couldn't throw a rock around Louisiana.
And then Memphis
without
got
hitting
rocked by
Breland.
tornadoes just recently.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, and they got flooded out entirely like 3 years after Katrina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 years after Katrina.
Okay,
My,
those people have no generational wealth. None.
Let me my pop works in the towboat industry in and around New Orleans, been there forever. They all knew the fucking levees were shit.
Yeah.
Everybody knew the levees
It was
were
well
shit.
known.
I
My
think they
pop
blew
was
them
saying
up. I think they blew them up.
my
Because
pop
it was too much and they didn't want it to overflow into Kenner.
was telling which one broke, right? Which one broke the hardest? The one around the
one that
ward,
was in
of
the
course.
ninth ward.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's and that thing's still a war zone with National Guard
Yeah.
all over that fucking thing.
See,
Right?
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, people can't even get to schools.
We can't
that
even
were
take
there.
care of our own people, and then we think we get to like wag
Yeah.
our finger. At China, for example, when they jail journalists as we're torturing Julian Assange, or we get to
Yep.
wag our finger at Russia for doing some shit that, I mean, again, how many genocides are we funding and aiding in right now? We need to shut the fuck up. Seriously.
My
Sick of
pop
it.
was offering to bring barges down to the Superdome. There's a river right there, idiots. Like, get people on a fucking barge and get them the fuck out of there. Like,
No,
he was off. They didn't listen to the smart people that had any fucking options. They built a barrier around it, pointed barrels towards the center, and said good luck. Like, that was what fucking happened.
And then people
Like-
were pushing their disabled family members onto the bridge, and because it was fucking
Right.
martial law, they fucking shot them and killed them.
Oh, like, yeah. I mean, the stories that like my
Yeah.
cousins have of being completely sunburnt and fucking couldn't find any, like, dude, it was ridiculous. Like, we're helping cops steal water, that kind of shit. It was fucking pandemonium.
They let
Like,
the
it
prisoners
could have been
go
prevented.
underwater.
Yeah,
Of course, it could have been
Like-
prevented.
like
Of course, it could have.
Hi, Trey.
it's ridiculous.
Hi,
Hi,
Colin.
Trey. Hi,
Hello.
boo-boo.
What's up, man?
I'm so excited you came.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry I had to cancel solo, but
No,
I
I get
wasn't
it.
sure if I was gonna make.
Dude, I'm in such a bad mood,
You
so
know.
I totally get it. Like, I'm glad you guys are here because that helps me take a little break
Yeah.
from so much frustration right now. So
Hey, so I
annoying.
don't know
Yeah.
about you guys, but it's 420 where I live.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
720 here. I've been doing it since
Happy
420,
420,
so
yeah.
I'm still in.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking needed. Everyone needs that shit. That's the only mandate I'm still okay with.
No,
We
I don't
just
want to
mandate
mandate
that
it.
shit.
No.
Yeah, no mandates.
You know,
I just want everyone to live.
I just want them
Bill
to
Hicks
crop
had a
dust
bit
the
on
entire
mandatory
fucking
marijuana.
like yeah. At least for Congress members, at least,
Yeah.
you know.
Hunter, you look like you're in an
So-
episode of Moonlighting. I think that's great. I love that, like, kind of that glow thing you got going there. It's awesome.
No, actually, that's just what Hunter does naturally all the time. It's really fucking weird. Like,
Oh, that's not a filter. That's like you.
It's like her aura, I guess. Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
You're like magic.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That is kind of magic. Dude, Colin, how are you doing? Are you there? Are you there?
Yeah.
I'm all right. Besides, I'm on vacation this week, so I'm good
Nice.
on that. But just in light of what's happening in this country and the world, it's totally fucked up. So
Yes.
I'll
Yes.
I'll take the week off that I have though, so that's good.
Nice.
Yeah. Why are you here? I mean, I probably would be too, though. I probably would be too, if I'm being honest. It's hard to step away, don't you think? We just talked about this. Who the fuck did we talk to about this?
Dude, it's like one of the things we talk
Robbie.
about all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Robbie. Like
oh.
Robbie he had to take a step back, and I'm like, I
I
really
still have
need to do that.
I bought a fucking giant bottle of Jaeger while me and Indy were doing Jaeger stories, and I've been doing a shot every time. And it's like I just bought a new one. I've not touched it yet. So, you know, like Robbie,
he's back.
come on,
Alex is
bro.
here. Alex
That
is in
leopard
his
lady.
line. Hey,
Yeah,
you guys,
yeah.
Alex is in the chat, Alex Hills, and she's at what do they call it? Freedom Village, I think, in New Zealand. There's like
Nice.
a long
Holy
it's been
shit,
going
are
on for
they
a long
fucking
time.
killing it over there?
Yeah.
Like
So
the
she said that the
Hakas and
police
shit,
are
and-
pepper spraying themselves and blaming protesters.
Oh, I
throwing
saw that.
acid.
I saw that shit. That was
Yeah.
fucking funny.
It's crazy, Alex. Alex, you
Sometimes-
need to come on the vigil this week or on Fax. We could have you on Fax, although we're grounded from YouTube right now.
I mean, if Steve was throwing acid, it'd be a lot funner time. You know? Like, you know?
I mean, he'd be throwing a different kind of acid, though.
Cut acid,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
exactly.
I would be getting consent though, and
Yeah.
that's
Yep.
the difference.
Yep.
That's the difference.
The
Yep.
acid he's throwing, everybody's like, "Yes, more, please, more, please," and then
Yep.
the tongue and.
Just
I'd
seeping
take
it
that
through the
acid.
skin at
Yeah.
that point. Yep.
But that acid,
Oh.
no, yeah, that's no bueno what they're doing.
Yeah, no, you're not usually in charge of cutting off the cops, and I like,
That acid, no, yeah, that's no bueno.
you know, I'd like to be able to be in charge of that if we're dealing acid.
Yeah.
Acid
Oh.
distribution.
Alex just said she's known here. So again, at the protests in New Zealand, Alex said she's Steve. You like this? I'm known here as Violin Lady.
Nice.
Violin lady.
I love that. I love Alex.
Hey, yo,
Alex is a
violin lady.
phenomenal violin player. She has a YouTube channel where her and her friend make music out of the news.
Yep. That's a real, like, you got to get over a hump with the violin, like, because before a particular point, it is the worst thing on earth for your ears. You know,
Yeah.
and once you get to a certain
Sucks.
level, yeah, it's like, oh, it doesn't sound like a dying cat.
Trey, do
know?
you have a Putin shirt on?
It's Fidel Castro.
I was the top of the head for a second, and I thought he's got a Putin shirt on.
Andy's got Fidel Cat.
I have my-
Stro
Yeah,
right there.
Jesse has that.
Nice.
There's Putin.
Kitty!
There's Putin.
Say hi, Thunder.
Putin.
Don't
Hey,
fight me,
Glory.
Thunder.
bastard.
That's great.
Crazy
Oh,
bastard.
My dog
Uh.
eats cats. I've talked about it, but
What?
my
Oh.
dog
I mean,
eats cats. She's a
Glory
Belgian.
Jones, you went in on this shit?
Is your dog Alf? Is that hey Willie eating cats?
No, she's
too soon, too old.
She's a rescue
Too old?
from Vegas. She's like almost 100 pounds. She was abused really badly, and they never like trained her or had her play with toys. And we got her when she was 5.5, and
Yeah.
so she just like doesn't play at all, and she's really mean to other animals and cats and stuff. But
Mine
I
only
just
hates
got all into
chihuahuas.
dog training and shit on YouTube and reading stuff and just talking to people. And so, yeah, I got her like new, better fitted harnesses. And I've been like the alpha towards her and giving her
Mm.
stuff to do. But it's sad, kind of. But she eats cats.
old
That's why she's gone through like
Caesar
4
Mullen.
homes now. And
Yeah.
she ate 2 of the last owner's cats.
Yep. Yep. Mine's
God.
fucked up 2 chihuahuas at this point, and I'm like, can you not?
Can you
They're
not?
dogs too. Can you not do that?
Maybe
Like,
don't.
They're gonna come take you away, Pitbull. Like,
Yeah.
they won't fuck with anything bigger than a chihuahua, but a chihuahua, it's like, I can fuck you up. Stop coming in hot. Like,
Yeah.
this one, the dog and the fucking cat are like, the cat fucking beats the shit out of this fucking thing. I feel bad for it. Every
I
time
would
it comes
feel
around a
good.
corner,
Cats are
pow, like, ow,
assholes, dude.
motherfucker.
I have a
Like,
lot. Trust me,
you
I know
know.
cats are assholes. All of my cats, every last one of them is an asshole. I love
Like-
them all. They're assholes.
The cat will get in the fucking dog's bed, and the dog will just look at me like, "Can you help? Like, please?" Like, I'm like, "Bro, you're fucking just lay on him. Like, he's gonna move. You know, you're fucking way bigger. What are you doing?" The funniest shit is when the dog has had enough, and the dog just snaps. I'll murder you!
Yeah.
Like, fucking just like get away from me. You know. But otherwise,
If you
they've been
can-
fucking great.
If you can lick your own
So-
testicles, chances are you should be able to deal with a cat. I'm just saying it's
Yeah.
not a rule, you know,
Yeah.
but I'm just kind of assuming that, you know, you're
Yeah.
kind of a badass, you know, if you can do either one of those things. So
Do you hear this shit? Do you hear the shit? Do you hear them? No? Okay. Like, she just gave me the look, too, just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Yeah.
The dog does
Anyway.
not have a mean bone in his giant.
Your dog doesn't look
No.
like it has a mean bone in its body.
I
Yeah.
want to snuggle
Yeah.
with him. He
I
looks
know.
so sweet.
He looks like
Fucking-
the
fucking-
literal happiest creature on earth.
Yeah.
All the, every
Every
time,
time
every
I-
picture,
Too.
Every time I
yeah.
see that dog, he's got that smile too.
Yes.
That like, hey.
That big
Happiest
triangle
creature on
face.
earth.
Oh my god. Papa, what are you doing? Fucking nah. Like, I fucking
There's
those
edibles.
fucking dogs, dude.
Yeah.
There's
Like,
edibles in the Alpo
Uh.
or something. It's just like, thanks, dude. yeah. I love
Yeah.
dogs like that. They're just like
I do too.
giant, but just
Yeah.
like, ooh.
Yeah. No, yeah. Those are
He'll
good
get up
dogs.
on his hind legs and like
Bear hug you.
you.
Bring it in, bro. Bring it in. Come on. Just
Dude.
love
Bring
it
it
for
in,
the love
bro.
itself.
Oh,
Bring it in,
Mine's
bro.
the fucking tail. The tail, she's weaponized her fucking tail. She's practiced whacking it against steel poles and shit and just fucking like it's all sorts of micro fracture nonsense in there, and you just like, dude, she catches you with that, and she's like right at testicle height too. It sucks. Like, like you're like, stop that. And it's like she laughs at that shit, which then makes her happy more. It's like, fucking stop. You know, she's one of those dogs where, like, you know, we have a bunch
Your
of people who
dog's
work
an
the boats.
asshole. Fuck cats.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
dog's an asshole.
Like I'll have to take a video of it when either my uncle or my dad gets home from the boat, which they're gone for like 30 days at a fucking time. The dog fucking flips out, like
Aw.
cannot get close enough to those. Like, just I if I could just get through your skin, I'd be close. Like, if I could just do that, you know. It's
I went
like,
to the fucking
dude.
DMV yesterday, and this dude tried to crawl through me. I was gone for like an hour.
Aww.
oh,
I mean,
I love it when
in
they're
my
so
defense, in my defense, I'm a hell of a guy.
yeah.
I get it. But like, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
See,
dog is needy as fuck.
Your dog
It's
is
great,
needy.
so-
Needy.
It's a big old
Hella
needy
needy,
dog.
dude.
Meaty.
Hella
He is
meaty.
meaty. That's a big dog.
And if Steve ain't paying
Yeah.
attention to him, he'll come in here and be like, "All right, it's your turn."
Oh, that's
and the
funny.
dogs that don't know that they're that big too are the fucking best.
Yes. I
They're
had
like,
a pit,
"Can I
and he
get
did
in your
not know
lap,
he
please?"
was ginormous, and he wanted
Yeah.
to like curl up on your lap and
Yeah.
cuddle and snuggle.
And it's like, bro, you're 80 pounds.
Yeah, get off
Like,
me.
Get off
Oh,
me,
and
dude.
my-
I'm fat
my-
enough.
Does your my
Like-
pit used to love, like, I would lay on the couch on my stomach with like my arms up, and he would like lay on my butt and my legs, like in that like
Yeah.
weird like little canyon area. And
Mhm.
he's so heavy, and like then you can't move. You can't move. You're like, really, dude?
Yeah. The
You're not
cat's
going
worse with that.
anywhere.
No, they're very
You
heavy.
know.
You can't move. They're assholes.
The cat used to
really-
get under my beard and like lay up in there. Now it's massive.
my
and
cats
still
could give a
tries to
fuck
like
less.
get its face. Like,
this
you know.
fucker, dude, this fucker, if you try to like, he'll lean into it. He'll like roll into wherever you're trying specifically to push. His whole body will kind of flop over the top of your hand. No,
crazy.
not only am I not
Oh.
moving, but I'm actively using force to resist this.
Yeah.
I sleep.
Yeah.
I can see. I can see Gomez.
Lumberjack.
I can see him at the at the massage parlor with like a towel around him, and he's got like a cigar sticking out of his mouth. Like, all right, let's work on the shoulders today. Oh, that's the shit right there. That's the shit. And he still has a cigar.
Big Rob too. He's met Big Rob too, Sleepy.
Yeah.
Gomez has an alternate personality that we call Big Rob. And Big Rob, of course, is from Boston and does not recognize your space. Does not.
Fucking
Does
wicked
not. Your
smart.
space is Rob's space, and Rob is going to get you to love him. Yeah. You just wait and
Fucking
see.
funny. I
Yeah.
love how everyone gives their dogs shit voices. I can't see any animal anymore without doing that. Every time I have a clip up, I'm like, oh my god, I'm the best doggo. I love it. Like all of them have it slightly differently,
Rab.
but
He's Rab from Boston.
yeah, fucking
Oh,
Rab
goodness.
over there by Harvard Yard. Fucking oh. What's funny is the Chicago crew. They're fucking like none of them. Fucking E. Heller fucking is
Heller.
Chicago. Like it's fucking crazy. You know what I mean, there, bud? Like it's the fucking. I love that shit. I slip
Yeah.
into those. I'm a fucking parrot. I code speak like a motherfucker. Apologize. My bad. You know, but I fucking love doing that shit.
Yeah.
You know,
The Bears.
duh bears.
Yeah.
It slips into my Minnesotan. That's my
Yeah.
problem. You know, like
They
it's
got
up,
those
so
beats.
it's over.
There's a lot of
Okay, go
overlap
ahead.
there.
They
Yeah,
got those pizzas that they also double as swimming pools, right? Those big giant ass pizzas. It's like we put cars in there and like about 30 gallons of sauce and melted cheese. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, this is what the fuck is this? It's taking like 8 days to eat.
Well, the thing, Warren, is that in the 30s, there were too many bodies in the Chicago River. So they had to
Ooh.
invent something that they could float the rest of the barges down and over to the Mississippi. So they had
I
this
don't-
sauce lying around.
I don't know what you mean there. Chicago's an upstanding city. Fucking
I've heard that alternate story about Tom Sawyer floating down the Mississippi on one of
Yeah.
those big ass pizza
Honestly,
pies from
it's
Chicago.
Sicilian pie, my friend. You're correct. That is what happened.
yep. Oh, fucking
That's some
great.
funny shit.
But yeah, it slips into my Minnesotan, which that slips into my Canadian. They're all kind of the
Yeah,
same.
they're all they're very similar. Same vein for sure.
Yeah.
I love the
Yeah.
people in Minnesota.
That's the same white dude every single fucking time.
Yeah.
The same
Yeah.
dude every single time.
Gonna go wash them walleyes in the sink over there. You know what I mean, there, bud? Oh, yeah, you betcha.
Switch to a Caribbean.
Oh, I could. Warren did one the other day when he was on with Marcus Cage, and it was fantastic. Your Jamaican was very good. You know.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
because we went over to Governor's Island where they sell they got the little shack that sells the oxtail pie.
The
Come get this
oxtail boy. Yeah.
oxtail. You come get
Double
this
game.
oxtail, boy. I've never had oxtail. Oh, you're gonna have some oxtail now, boy. And it was
Everything
good.
going to be Irie.
Really good.
Fucking like what's his name in that fucking movie? Shit. Brad Pitt? Is that it?
I don't know. I
The
don't watch
movie
movies,
with the
really.
big gorilla,
I don't either.
and he
With the
starts
big
speaking
gorilla.
fucking.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the big. It was like King Kong. It was like fucking literally
Pitt
like
did a movie like
Joe Young, finding Joe
Mighty Joe Young.
Oh, my
Mighty Joe Young.
Love that movie.
Yeah,
Okay. But,
The Dollar Tree.
yeah, I
King.
know. Yeah,
I've never seen it.
literally. It's not even about the gorilla. It's not even about the giant monkey.
So wait,
It's
there's
like
a giant
fucking
monkey,
weird-
but the movie's not about the giant monkey. That seems.
It's like that's a fucking side part to the movie. It's like a fucking romance thing. It's ridiculous. It's like
And they
a
eat oxtail.
rom com.
It's delicious. So
He
good.
fucking knows. He knows how to speak fucking like Islander and shit to this old lady who can see. It's weird.
Gorilla
You'll
knows how
go
to
watch
speak
it.
Islander?
Do I really want to go
Brad
watch
Pitt
it? Though?
does.
Do I really?
You should watch that clip of him doing the accent because it's
I'm
like
with you,
that
Misty.
and Blood
Fuck movies.
Diamonds.
What?
Like
There's a
Who's seen
there's
these
a movie
movies?
called Islander,
Yeah.
and it says there can be only one by, you know, because Highlander. But no, I do the Jamaican accent, so they'll feel sorry for me, and they'll go, "Oh, you stupid white boy! Here's some oxtail. Go away." Okay.
oh, fucking take that. I'll go away for
I
fucking
dip
oxtail.
out my dignity for some
Yeah.
delicious oxtail. Totally worth it. Best
Mm.
trade-off ever.
Did you just say
Give me some of that brown stew chicken too. I ain't fucking getting out of here without that shit.
We should do that movie Islander, and it's like a Jamaican Highlander, and he's like, there can be only one, and then like everybody has fucked up accents. You know, the Scottish guy is Spanish, the French guy is
Like,
Scottish,
yes,
and then
yes, yes, he's from a Spain.
Out of
Like
nowhere,
Antonio
some fucking
Banderas
Haitians pop
from
up out,
Spain.
fucking out of the bushes, and they're like,
Like he's
nah.
from Barcelona.
you can
but
bring
it's
it full
fucking-
circle and have a Chicago guy doing the Islander. He's like,
It's fucking
there can
James
be
Bond.
only
It's
one
fucking
body.
Sean Connery.
Okay, now let's simmer
Yeah, all of
down,
a
shall
sudden,
we?
Big Rob's cousin, Big Mike from Jersey, hops
you
up.
tell her
and he's
idea.
like, I am the only Islander. And yeah, people
What do you
on
mean?
six.
What are you trying to tell me?
Movies.
Yes, I am the only Islander. Yeah, oh, Quimby. That's the only one I know. It's from the fucking Simpsons. That's the only way I can do a Boston accent. Yeah, those pictures could be anyone. Those could be anyone's ass. Oh, Quimby.
Oh, Quimby.
Dude, there was a guy in Boulder Creek where I lived for 15 years or something like that, and if he ran for various offices at various points and had a number of like local whisper scandals going in, and he looked like Mayor Quimby. and it didn't matter. He was part of a local cannabis thing. He was part of a co-op like grow that was illegal as fuck and got raided, and then he got popped with a cocaine in his truck and a construction company.
Allegedly.
Really bad and fucking. But every time he talked, all I heard was vote Quimby. It just didn't. He didn't vote Quimby, and like, and you just, and he's like, he's trying to hit on everybody's wife and shit. And I'm like, is everyone voting Quimby or like? Interesting, you know. But oh god, yeah, for like the better part of 15 years, man. Vote Quimby. Word?
That sounds like a drinking game. It's like
People give you their money. People give you their money. People gave this dude a lot of money, like to both build things and give them weed. Like, they're all you
Don't
are.
give people your money.
Look at you,
Don't
buddy.
donate
You fuck.
money to any of these people ever.
No.
I have to tell
No.
everyone that always.
Oh my God!
No.
Please don't.
Oh, but they'll
Oh.
get big mad because then they'll think that you're framing it like that you're saying to give you money, and then they'll come after you on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, join the get at the back of the
They're
line.
gonna come at you for everything.
Everything. I mean,
Everything I do, it doesn't matter. Why the fuck do I care? I
Yeah.
don't care.
there are some more than others for sure. I really don't get that much shit, but like, oh my god. Oh my god. The shit that I see is just so crazy to me. But yeah, don't fall for the cinematography bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look, I'm from the hood. Vote for me. No, don't do
Have you
that.
seen?
Don't give
Have you
them
seen the
anything
Gary
to
Chambers guy?
Blue. Anything.
is that the guy that
from
smoked the blunt?
Yeah, burned
Yeah.
a Confederate flag. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like y'all
I
know
don't
he's
pay
like
that much
playing y'all,
attention,
right?
but-
Oh, he
Huh?
burned the Confederate flag too. All
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
was the blunt.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he
the
burned a
flag,
Confederate
too.
flag one.
You just
Yeah,
got
I don't
a
really
little
pay
bit more
attention to electoral
interesting. Can you
politics, so
send me
he's-
that? Because
Yes, I can.
I didn't play the clip on the show because I thought the smoking the blunt
Yeah.
was like a little bit, you know, like,
Yeah.
okay. But
Did you
if
see
he's out there
Charles
flag
Booker?
burning too, that's mildly entertaining.
Charles
Oh.
Booker is running for Senate now.
Yeah,
Take out Rand Paul,
yeah.
and it's horrid.
No,
My
because all he does is shit
In
on
the
Rand
thing.
Paul. Doesn't talk about the issues. And then I think it was yesterday, he was like, people deserve I think he said quality healthcare.
I'm for it.
And I'm like,
Good thing.
what happened to Medicare for
again?
all, sir?
Bad
Like,
thing.
we've gone to that now already?
I would like to move forward, not backward.
Oh,
Dude, where's fucking Oppenheimer? Where the
No.
fuck is he at?
Yeah, he's usually not good. He's got his kids, so he usually isn't good to stream until like 9:30. I sent him the link though.
Yeah.
For sure I did. For sure I
that-
did.
That shit was the funniest shit I've seen all week. It was fucking
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
delivery is
Yeah.
perfect. Like, if I could heap as much praise at that guy.
You
You
gotta
know.
hear Mike Jackman do Rand Paul.
Yeah.
Eric
I feel like
Jackman-
I want to do one now. Just a fucking random.
Do
I don't
it.
even know. Like,
Do
you
it.
need a good name though. That's the thing. Once I
Yeah.
think of the
a
name, the character will
a fake
come.
candidate.
Yeah. And it's like,
Cy
I just
Oppenheimer
gotta
is
think.
fucking great.
Cy
It's
Oppenheimer
brilliant.
is fucking
That's
choice,
brilliant.
right?
Yeah.
You know, like.
But
I feel like
Jesse's
the lesser
brilliant.
of two evils would be another fucking. If I could just play with that a little bit.
Hey,
The
Shadowban
lassiest
wants to
of the
know where
two
the fuck
evils,
Sequoia
something.
Moorwhite is.
yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Well,
That's what I
okay.
was wondering
Moorwhite.
too.
I mean,
So-
I can do the
here's
pinchy
thing.
mustache
Here's
if
the
we need
thing.
that.
I have said that I'm gonna do a Sequoia Moorwhite bit with
Next week.
Jesse.
Next week.
We have not
Nice.
talked about it at all.
Oh,
I've
That's gonna
got
be good.
I've got a podcast that I'm going to in about an hour, and then tomorrow night I have another thing, and I also have to drive to Los Angeles, and then we're gonna wake up and do the morning show on the couch, and then we're gonna drive after the Pasta's got a show, and then we're gonna drive and we're gonna go to Adam Kokesh's 40th birthday party in at the
boy.
Garden of Freedom in northern Arizona there. We're not gonna be able to do the bit for a few days.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna have to regroup on
Yeah.
this one.
That's a good motion. Let's get
Yep.
back in there. Yeah.
We all huddle up
Oh.
later, take a knee, pull it in, bring it in, whatever you want to do, like however you want to do it, you know.
That would be a good one. I would
I'm
love
jealous,
for just
actually.
the standard coach to run. Like the one I want the coach though that gives the fucking like the pep talk that they don't let the parents hear. Right? I want that coach because that one's the fucking best. The one's like, you are fucking disgrace. Like just that shit. That's the guy I want, you know?
Yeah.
You know what,
Like-
boys? I have been doing this a long time.
You know.
Never, ever seen a bunch of lazier,
Yep.
less motivated pieces of shit. Yeah.
Yep. You've had that guy too. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean,
Yeah.
this is who's the guy? Shit. Your Mom's House podcast has a fucking whole thing about him where it's like, your mama's in the fucking stands. Like
Yeah, Your
just
Mom's
that
House?
dude. Yeah, like that's from like one of the there's a documentary with that guy in it where like he's going around and eviscerating these people to a point where it's like you feel like he's definitely got some abuse charges in another like city, right?
Bobby Knight whipped a basketball player for
Yeah.
a
Oh.
publicity stunt.
Michigan's
Oh.
coach just punched an assistant coach.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
He's
That's
suspended for the
great.
rest of
I
the
saw that.
season.
I mean,
Yeah.
I want them to mic up players all the time.
Yes.
Because you know they're talking mad shit
Yes.
all the time.
The one-liners we
Right?
would get from that would be fucking
The
phenomenal.
ones from hockey are the fucking most choice. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you son of a bitch. What are you fucking like? It's just the best Canadian. Like, if you thought Canadians didn't get mad, it's the fucking.
Yeah.
The fuck you mean you'd fuck my mother, eh? Like, it's just the worst. Like, you know. Ready for it, Donnybrook? Like, it's fucking Letterkenny starts coming out and people. It's the fucking best.
Letterkenny, yes.
You know?
Letterkenny is, oh my God.
Like.
Oh.
That's the best because hockey fights are just grab and just fucking this. But
Yeah.
both guys equal skill. you know?
Until there's
Just-
a clear winner.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And then once there's
Yep.
a clear winner, all right, boys, you had your fun. You go sit
Usually-
down
Penalty
for a
box.
minute.
Penalty box.
The winner was the guy to take his helmet off last, right? Like that's usually the winner,
Right.
right? Like, you know,
Oh,
it's the fucking
goodness.
worst. Like even that
Well,
now,
I mean,
like, you
if
can't
you
even
know
enjoy
you're
sports
going
now
to
without
the box,
fucking.
You
like-
might as well.
Oh, I just the only sports I watch now is two people fighting each other directly because that's all I want to see in the other sports anyway. You know,
I love
which like
sports. I'll be honest. I
it
do.
should show you if you do watch that shit, any sport, right? John Stone's been talking about it too. Like, why are we invading Russia? Have you not seen what Russia is capable of? Look at the UFC. Like, you're gonna have to ask Dagestan approval before invasion. Y'all know that shit, right? You're gonna have to call the Nurmagomedovs and be like, "Yo, is it cool? Like we won't go near the mountains. We'll be fine. We'll let you do your thing. Just don't worry about it. Let us just worry about this. Like, not to mention Siberia. We're gonna have to do. It's like they haven't played Risk before. You know, it's like basic shit.
Yeah.
You know.
It's theater.
Yes.
Oh,
What? Look, they're already trying this bullshit. They got ratioed worse than I've ever seen a news outlet get ratioed. But CBS tried
Oh,
with that inflation, high gas prices, food shortages, all that. It's all Ukraine's fault.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's all Russia's fault because of the Ukraine thing. The squeeze that you felt 5 months ago.
That's all Ukraine's fault.
Oh,
It's all Putin.
Yeah, Ukraine.
Putin.
like it's just
The
a
girl that
fucking
dumped
shit
you
show
in
all
sixth
around.
grade, Russia.
Putin.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
let the dogs
No.
out? Putin.
No
Everything
love
is
for
Putin.
you, sixth grader. You will not get
Oh.
love today.
Oh,
Every time I
he's
try to
very
do a Russian
powerful.
accent, it always turns into Count Chocula. So, you know, it's,
Count Chocula.
It did. It totally
Why?
did.
One.
it's better
uh.
even in milk.
Yeah,
And then,
no,
yeah,
that's
and it goes to
Sesame Street. That's what you're
Yeah.
doing.
And that's how it goes. It goes from
Yeah.
Russian to Count Chocula
Yeah.
to the Count from Sesame Street. Because you got to have the if you're going to
Yeah.
I
do
would
like
much-
take vampire, you know.
I would much rather Kermie be involved in, talks of sanctions. I'm just saying. Kermit the Frog here, and it's a little the Ukraine, I don't know. It's hard, man. Like, I would die at that shit. Fozzie Bear fucking starts coming out, waka waka, like fucking. Would be a much better cartoon to watch.
Word.
I'm just saying.
Word. I
We
mean,
Right.
basically have that though.
yeah.
We have
Ugh.
Lauren Boebert doing like a roast battle with Ilhan Omar on the
Omar.
House floor. We like Tucker Carlson is spending 7 minutes doing stand up each night, and he started out like 6 months ago only doing 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Like really,
he's now
trying
middling.
for stand up.
He's now middling. Yeah.
The number one show in the country is the Joe Rogan podcast.
My God.
Okay,
Oh my
like
God.
let's all just kind of assess where we are in the.
Can we
moment.
not?
Can we not?
We can because Mindy,
Yes.
Maybe.
I have my money bags. Fuck you guys.
right? I was gonna say I need you to look over your
Look.
right shoulder.
Yeah.
At the
Yeah.
Disney bag. Realize that in this moment of absurdity lies opportunity.
True.
Absolutely.
Fucking.
But I feel like a pessimistic bitch today. So just let me have my moment.
No.
Would ya?
Absolutely, Steve.
Me and the boys had a solution
Yeah.
the other day, right? What we'll
I'm
do
gonna let Hunter
is we'll
agree
take
with me. Okay.
Joe Rogan's two favorite relaxation
yourself.
techniques, right? The isolation tank and his cold plunges. And if we just cryo freeze him for now, right? He should be able to survive with those two. We'll just keep him in like a BAFTA tank for a while and just, Like, just turn off the lights for a bit and then bring them back in a month. You know?
No, we need to close the curtain. This country's done.
Yeah.
We all
Yes.
need to. I know that we want to hold on to something. It's not there. Why do we even want that? People need to
Something that's not there,
step
something
up
that never
to the fucking
existed.
revolution.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been beaten into people since the day they were born, though. This American
Sorry.
exceptionalism.
There's
And
It is
that's-
all an
history doesn't
illusion.
go on.
It is all an
other
illusion, but
people's
people have
readiness.
fought in for generations. Like, this is, I mean, okay, guys, can we not fight? Really?
Whoa,
Yeah.
we have an opportunity right now
Stop.
to do something else. And honestly,
My money's on the tabby.
like,
What?
people just need to get
Quick, what's the
comfortable with
over-under?
being uncomfortable. Honestly, like,
Yeah.
sorry, you're not going to be able to order shit off Amazon, but guess what? You can figure out another way. I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus
And I mean,
Christ.
listen, I don't know. It sucks because most human beings aren't willing to give up that perceived level of comfort, even though it would mean better lives for everybody. You know what I mean?
Well, we're not even asking for that much.
Right.
We've
No, but
never
we
been
are.
asking
I
for that
am.
much.
Yeah, I would like.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, what, we want every person to live a fucking life that isn't misery. That's not too much.
Yeah, that's like base. That's like bare minimum.
Like,
I mean,
what
really?
would you want for your kids if you
Right.
fucking had someone that you gave a fuck about? What do you want for them? You want to be able to live a life
Everybody
that
wants
they
the same
actually
thing.
enjoy living.
We're all
Otherwise,
equally
they're depressed as
entitled.
fuck, and suicide rates are sky high, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're, you know, why? Look at why.
We could
World
not be
sucks.
fucking it up worse. I said that
Like-
earlier. We could not be fucking this up worse. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe, but like, Christ, everything that we do is ridiculous. We talked about this last night. We talked about this earlier. Yemen, Palestine, what we're doing to Central and South America, what we're doing, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ, it's what we're doing right now with Russia. Like, and it's like this constant barrage of bullshit. And no, like, we're all just convinced that this is the best we can do. This is just the way that it has to be.
America
It
is going to
doesn't.
walk hand in hand with each other into the fucking abyss until the
Mhm.
very, 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 very end. So
sad
if you
version
can-
of America.
It's necessary
Fuck
that we
yeah.
just reject what's going on. That's the only way. And then it comes as it comes, and go find your own land and your own friends and shit, and just do something else. I mean gas
literally,
is almost $6 in California.
40 acres and a mule is what all of us want right now. Like,
Yeah.
we'd all be happy with that. Like, the amount of people who don't have the access to a roof,
It's disgusting.
like,
Yeah.
it's disgusting. You should feel ashamed.
we all should.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody should.
Right.
Everybody should feel
Like,
bad about that. That we've let it get to
that's
this
what
point where like a
pisses us
handful
off.
of people, we've let like a handful of people just gain control over literally everything, and they are like they're just taking more and more and more and more and more, and we just keep letting them
Yeah.
take while more people suffer. It's disgusting. I can't believe we've ever let it get this far.
America's going to require more pain.
But you know
They
what?
still
Like,
have yet to reach rock bottom. Until that happens, the addict's
know.
not going to get off whatever they're on.
but
Like-
I think I was talking to you, I think, Reef, about this earlier, but I think you mentioned, a couple of people mentioned about local politics earlier. And
Yeah.
like, I live in DC, and right now we have a mayoral race going on right now. And like, everybody that I know is basically saying, oh, you have to vote for this candidate. He's awesome, whatever. He doesn't take corporate PAC money, whatever. Like, he's better than our current mayor, whatever. But he's running as a Democrat. And it's kind of like,
Yeah.
he might be a nice guy, you know, but like I tell people, like, he could be a very nice guy for all that I care. The issue that I have is that with the party that he's running with, you know, and I think, like, I live in DC, and like I see like blocks from me, like 10 cities, and this is a Democratic city. You know, if I go to my town in New Jersey, very similar shit. These are towns and cities that are run by Democratic mayors or governors, and nothing is happening in those towns or cities. So for me, it's kind of like, yeah, we can easily talk about, the federal government and how shitty, Congress and our government leaders are, but I don't see people talk about this enough. How it trickles down into local politics too. That we feel like, oh, like they're Democrat or whatever, so they must be a little better. But it's not necessarily the case in certain cities.
It's never the case. I mean, neither one's better than the other. They're the same, Colin. They're the same. They're the same. They're owned and operated by the exact same people. It's a soap opera. That's all it is.
Especially in DC, just with the corporate interests, even though it may not be on the federal level, but it's still like exact same shit, just more down to the local level that
Dude, most local politics is corrupt everywhere you go. I mean, especially DC for sure. I mean, even like my small town in Ohio, it's corrupt as fuck at the local level. Like the entire system is corrupt to its core. Period.
Your local high school is corrupt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, ask a teacher how corrupt that shit is.
Yeah.
It's political nonsense.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Rome had it right at some point with the forced, Congress, where it was just like jury duty.
Yes.
Right? You had to fucking show up when they called you.
But then I was like, fuck that. That's
your raffle got pulled.
It's going to waste.
Yeah, I mean, you'd end up... Sure.
Redo it.
But it's also, how hard would that be for everything we actually needed? These fucking things should be able to go, boop, yeah, I agree with that. Cool.
But the bureaucracy
shouldn't be that hard.
And the whole
yeah.
process and the system...
they would
don't have clear elections. We don't have transparent elections. So there's no point in even putting anything into this right now.
No. Yes. Thank you for saying that.
You don't see the leaks till you build the boat. Once you build the boat, it's fucking... There's leaks. Guess what? There's never a boat that doesn't have leaks. Ever. You're constantly plugging leaks. That's how boats work. Do you want to float? You're gonna have to work at shit all the time.
Yeah, of course, but I need to at least be able to see the leaks first.
Yeah.
And with this system, you're not allowed to see the leaks. So then I can't fix anything.
Well, they don't want to. That's the point. That's why that's the point. That's the way it was designed.
Yeah.
And that's people who are like, we are still having conversations about, we just need to get some more progressive Democrats elected.
No.
We're still talking about that shit. Like, that's a thing that's going to happen. That's going to make any fucking bit of difference.
You can't get the motherfuckers that are elected now to do shit.
No, they haven't done anything. Nothing. Bernie Sanders is out there warmongering currently.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
He's out there warmongering with Russia.
That fucker owes me $10.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck him. Fuck
Me
AOC
too.
gave money to Spooks. AOC gave money to Spooks.
And I did it with TYT, and they gave me all my money back.
Nice.
What's that?
I asked for my money back from donating to candidates, and I asked for my money back from TYT like 2 years later after.
That's a smart move.
From that like campaign drive or some shit that they were doing. And then when I was like, what the fuck is this? They scammed everyone out of millions of dollars.
There's a class action there if I've ever seen one.
For investigative reporters.
Yeah.
And then when they raised all the money, they took $20 million from Jeffrey Katzenberg and then fired all of their investigative journalists.
Yeah.
So
if you ask for your money back, they'll give it back to you.
I didn't.
The ones that literally none of the people that they hired are there anymore, except for like maybe one.
Yeah.
What if you didn't give him money? Can you still get money back from him?
I'll say you gave me money to give to them, and
$200 I gave you, you scam artist. My lawyer's really good. Money, please. And then,
I just want the lawyer that Hunter S. Thompson had. He seemed to do pretty well. So
the lawyer
as your legal advisor
is the best lawyer in the world. Just
oh my god. Where is he? Can we reanimate him? Can we weekend at Bernie's Hunter S for a while? Because I feel like he'd at this point just start shooting.
Yeah.
Like, to put a gun in his hand and just point it somewhere.
I love that fucking bit where him and his fucking dude are like shooting guns across the field. It's the fucking funniest shit.
I promise you do not want to see what Hunter S. Thompson would have turned into.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I promise you. We're all better off this way. I promise you, I do. I like. Oh,
I mean, if
dude.
he had enough Shivas, it should be fucking. I'm down. I'm down.
Wait,
I'll
no,
look in the
I'm
Pandora's
curious.
box there.
Steve, how do you think if he was around today, how do you think he would be today?
I think he would be shit Libby as fuck.
Yeah.
I
Really?
think he would
That sucks.
100%. I think that the way he felt about George W. Bush would have tripled down under Donald Trump. He would have seen all of his friends from the 60s and 70s being as reactionary, and he would have to outdo them, not look a little bit further into
Yeah,
it.
but if he's buying his stuff from you, we should be fine. You know, so when you use that
And what
time
if he's
machine,
into
go
it?
back.
I can't
Come on,
afford the
man.
rent in Woody Creek, my friend. That's
Just keep
a high
feeding the
dollar
Matrix
Ugh.
bars.
yo.
Come on.
Yeah.
Can we chill?
No, dude,
Maybe
it's
not
good.
though.
Rick, and like it's
Uh,
I'm not trying to besmirch the name of Hunter
Yes.
S. Thompson, the connections
The
with
classic-
S1 and all of the other shit that he was involved
Yeah.
in to do that anyway.
the Rum
And
Diaries.
What I'm trying to do is dude, the vast majority of all of these people that we have labeled heroes from that era or from the 80s or 90s and
Yep.
shit, like, dude, they're all pieces of shit. Like,
Yeah.
basically all of them. And
Yeah.
they're all just parroting state narratives without the slightest bit of thinking it or questioning it. Brian fucking Callen, right? Because
Oh my God.
because he's on Conspiracy Social Club with my buddy Sam. And fucking and the things that come out of his mouth.
I know.
130, 140.
Yep.
I hate
Him,
watch
Dylan.
Spider and the Kids sometimes. Not really. I don't
Oh,
mean it
I'm
bad,
so
but
sorry.
They're so cringe.
Can you tell?
And
Can someone
I
tell Shab to not
cringe so
look at?
bad when I listen to Brian Callen talk, and oh my God, it's so bad. And then Brendan Schaub, the poor thing, needs to go get a brain.
What do you mean?
scan. He can't talk.
Dude, I've
He
been
can't
practicing
talk
my
in
boxing.
wrestling.
I've been
You
practicing
can
my
fuck-
boxing. I've been doing it. I've been working on the wrestling. Fucking Callen. Oh,
But
Shot
sorry,
like-
Steve, go on.
in the head a few too many times.
Yeah.
And anyone
Yeah.
who just naturally looks like they're wearing guy liner doesn't. I don't know, man.
No, but he's
Yeah.
just so materialistic and so like no critical thinking,
Yeah.
doesn't know how to read the room
yeah,
at all.
yeah.
I
None of
can't
them-
believe
a lot of
somebody
them
told him
don't.
he should go up and tell fucking jokes. I can't believe somebody told him.
I
that he
know
should
it.
go up.
No, have you seen his stand up that you'd
No.
be surprised?
Callen?
I've heard though.
Are you kidding? No, Brendan Schaub.
Oh, Shab. Oh my God. Yes, it's fun. Yes.
If
Yes.
you've ever been on the Fighter
Look.
and the Kid Reddit, they call
Oh, yes, I
there's
have.
nobody that's like actual supporters on there. They
Go
call
back- go
everyone
back.
homeless cats. And
Go
it's
back and
all
look up the
clips of
Rogan.
Schaub. It just
Go back and look up the Rogan intervention where he
Yeah, I
gets
know.
Shab to stop
can't
fighting.
anymore.
It's the
New
fucking
YouTube,
you. Oh,
new YouTube doesn't allow you to look up clips like
Oh.
re-upload
And, like,
from other people and stuff anymore.
dude, Shab at one point was a badass in his own right. You don't have to prove that shit anymore, dog. You're good. Like, you know.
Thick boy.
I mean, and he's trying real hard. You gotta get. He's trying. He's trying. He's trying.
no, but Brian Callen is.
He
shit
read the
Libby.
jokes like they were written. He's trying.
He's trying. Come
He's
on,
trying.
dude. Really?
Like
Callen is shit
ugh.
Libby as hell with his State Department father.
he doesn't know. He doesn't know. No one
All I'm
knows at
saying-
that level.
He's a grown
All
ass
I'm saying
adult.
is, you
Yeah.
really think
Well,
that
he's a
it's
man
just
child,
a
but yes.
really think
Well,
that
he's a
it's
man
just
child,
a
but yes.
small group of people. Just a
Yeah.
small group of people. Who are these people? Who are they? Who are the small
I
group
know.
of people? And it's
Is it
this has been explained to you fucking I don't know how many different times and
I
how many
know.
different ways by so many different people. You're not going
But-
to enjoy the answer, Brian, because it doesn't fit into a tiny little easily forgettable or justifiable or compartmentalizable.
It's not on an Oprah's reading list book.
Oh god.
Oprah's favorite things.
Oh,
People telling him what's up. Joe Rogan has a guest on once that Sam has talked to multiple times.
Yeah.
And I know because I was on those panels too. You
Yeah.
know, I know this because I was in the room for it, you know. And then all of a sudden, because Rogan had him on, oh, well, now it's worth considering.
no.
And that's so analogous
If you
of
watch-
how thought works in independent media, too.
Did any of you
It
watch the
because there
Majid
was a
Nawaz
Huh?
interview? With
What?
where he talked about the WEF, the Majid Nawaz interview on Rogan?
Oh yeah, no, I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, we talked
Yeah.
about that on the show. Robbie
what's
Martin
his
got
background?
all up in his
Because
field
that's-
because I said it was a good interview and I didn't spend 45 minutes on Twitter explaining exactly who Majid Nawaz is and
Yeah.
Oh.
where his
I don't
money.
know who he was. I mean,
well,
like
I don't really know
Yeah.
who he is in depth.
I mean, he came at I know there's some controversy with Galloway with him, I think, but
George Galloway?
yeah, like way back in the day.
Oh,
There's some
okay.
whole anti-Islam.
I haven't had
Quilly-
time to pay
what's
attention
the-
to this, honestly.
Exactly.
Quillian, isn't that?
My
Yeah.
God, I have to be on time for appointments and shit.
Yeah. Well, isn't it funny that we're the ones expected to know all the shit?
Yeah.
I always found that funny. Like, motherfucker, I'm high.
No, but
You want
who
me to
said
remember all the
Well,
fucking...
like, I don't care who has beef with who or who. It's did
Yeah.
you say something
Exactly.
that I agree with
Yeah.
and that I think is true and right? Then okay,
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't care who you
So,
are
okay,
or what beef you
well,
had with
you-
somebody in 1974. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: Majid Nawaz has
Yeah.
worked
Worked with Albright and...
war criminals
Yeah.
and is funded
Right.
by global neocons.
Not that
Okay.
he can't get this right, because he was part of the reason why Iraq War stuff was...
if he's on
Yeah.
Rogan and then it's done. That's all. They're all spooks.
Yeah. Well, and
Yeah.
so here's the thing. He also joined a Muslim street gang in the UK when he was 16 because he was first generation Anglicanized
I'll
Muslim.
turn the card on.
Yeah.
And fucking
Okay.
all his friends getting stabbed by actual Nazis with like screwdrivers and shit. And,
Yeah,
and
it's
so
an interesting
went on
story.
to,
For sure.
like-
The interview was great.
yeah, went on to be a part of a radical Islamist group that instead of blowing things up wanted to like take over governments from the inside. So he
But
like was
he
taught
pulls
how
up
to
on his phone
work people.
with Rogan, like talking about the WEF and digital currency
Yeah,
and
yeah,
how
I
they're
saw
using
that.
Because
that.
that's okay
Yeah.
now.
Right.
Because everyone
Yeah.
already knows now.
Yeah.
It's a limited
Yeah.
hangout. It's okay to start talking about that now because they've already done what they wanted to do with you.
Mhm.
Well,
They're
and
already working on other shit. They're already getting other shit through. It's important that we need it now. It's not like Rogan was saying this a year ago.
Yeah.
Now the WHO has already implemented their processes of how they're going to do this global QR code. It's
Yeah.
too late now. Now you don't get to talk about the WEF anymore.
Yeah.
If you're saying it, if you're trying to be relevant by doing that now, no.
I mean,
it's the same
right.
thing with the
what you
vaccine.
need to be,
There were
what
already
people need to
fucking
look
people
at,
dying.
what people need to look at right now is the fact that Peter Thiel has all of everyone's health data in all of the Five Eyes countries. The Wellcome Trust is pushing a lot of the counter narrative that the Thiel verse is responsible for exposing the WEF in mainstream media. That the what is it, the intellectual dark web that is tied to the Weinsteins, is all part of that Peter Thiel network, and you're going to see more and more over time, because this is gamed out to 2050 minimum right now. More and more like ANCAP, but still two-party-esque Republicans and Democrats. 2024 is going to be the year of Make America One Party for real. Yeah, Tulsi Gabbard and some Republican, and Joe Biden and some Republican, because Harris won't be in there or Biden won't be in there. But either way, it'll be Make America One Party for real. And we're just closer and closer to that dissolving of any semblance of anything other than the new global governance. And the WEF is a limited hangout now, of course. Absolutely. They're still just part of that like administrative branch.
Exactly.
Please prove us wrong.
Fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's all the bureaucracy. It's all of the departments, the approvals,
Imagine how these fucks are laughing at people who are still arguing about electoral politics right now when the video circulating over and over and over of Klaus Schwab going, yeah, we have people in over 500 different cities, capitals.
And this is why it's time for stakeholder capitalism.
Yeah. He's so creepy, you guys.
Yeah, what was it? Victoria Freeland just like openly talking about like her partnership with the WEF, like
they're not shy about it.
No, they don't care.
They're not shy. There's videos, there's interviews, there's books, there's articles,
they're all pedophiles. They're all still kid fun.
Again, but what they are the administrative branch.
Yes.
Like people need to fucking understand that by the time your Congress critter gets a piece of legislation, all they get to do is add whatever they're trying to throw to keep them getting reelected at it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
There is no
Reelected.
part of authorship or ownership. Your Congress critter
they don't even read them
belongs to someone.
Yeah,
and
they don't even read them.
You. And they don't need you.
No.
Because we have publicly funded, privately owned elections that you never get to see.
Ever.
You remember
it's not
when
even
there
possible.
was hope?
No.
I remember.
You remember? Yeah. Seriously, the fact that we're still having conversations about electoral politics is mind-blowing.
They're fucking cracking up over that
remember
shit.
Bernie?
Remember?
I'm tired.
For a decade now, openly, as part of like entertainment on television, on Comedy Central, we've had people expose over and over and over how a bill really becomes a law.
Yeah.
We openly talk about how rigged and corrupt and systemically broken the process is, and every 18 fucking months somebody throws a little lure out in the pond and everyone goes, okay, I'll go do that. Here's my money and my time and my resources.
Really? I wish they really did that, because that would be kind of funny to watch.
Have you seen them?
What's wrong with this guy?
Some of those fucking campaign dance videos.
I believe that I will win, or we will win. That was the Hillary Clinton one.
Oh,
Hillary, fire!
That was so bad.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Somebody
what was it? Pete Buttigieg did the. What was that song? Some dumb fucking song.
Pokemon Go to the Polls. What?
No.
It was some like popular song.
Hard Limit.
I think it was High Hopes.
High Hopes.
Yes, that's it. Yes.
That cringy fucking dumbass fucking song. Jesus Christ.
So bad. And then there's the videos of all these ridiculous white people dancing.
Oh
to this
god.
song.
Oh,
Why is it always the white people? Can you guys just realize not?
Because
Don't
they're
dance
the
in
ones
public.
who'll do it. They're the
else is
only
gonna
ones who'll
dance for
do
Pete
it. Who else is
Buttigieg?
gonna do it?
Who's
Oh,
who's gonna
God.
dance for Pete Buttigieg, Reef? Who? Please tell
I
me.
don't know. Some actor pay people. That's what they do
I mean,
anyway.
They do.
You need some
Like-
cringe shit. We got these white folks
Oh.
just ready to
Get
do
better
this
casting.
right now.
Just get a better
Elizabeth Warren
casting
dancing.
director. Like,
Why do these
Good
people
Lord.
dance? Just stop dancing.
just
I'm not trying
don't
to pull
do
a
that.
footloose here. I don't want to do a footloose, but I want to outlaw this kind of dancing anyway because this is the most cringe fucking shit that anybody's ever put out.
No,
And
don't
even-
ban
even
it.
if
It's funny. Come on,
Did
dude.
you-
Or if you're gonna
You
have
guys
to
remember-
do it, have black.
No,
guys
fuck
remember-
that.
yes.
Who was it a couple
Yeah.
months ago? It was Stephen Colbert dancing with
Oh my god.
Bill
Yeah.
Gates.
God.
Chuck Schumer,
was it Bill Gates?
was out there with
Was it Bill Gates or was
Chucky.
it
All right.
Fauci or who?
I forget.
I remember-
I remember when
He's doing the white boy dance.
Chuck
It was
Schumer.
Chuck
Yeah,
Schumer.
that
They had-
fucking cocksucker. Oh god,
Yeah.
that was.
they had Santorum on Dancing with the Stars.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't. Did they?
Who
Did they
fucking
really?
was it? It was some. It was some. I think it was.
Oh,
Santorum.
no.
No, I don't think it was Santorum.
No, what's-
It was some
No,
No, no, no. It
Republican.
was Rick Perry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rick
okay,
Perry.
okay.
That's who it
I
was.
was
Same
gonna say,
difference.
They got Santorum.
It is the same difference, but no. different
Yeah.
It's
brain.
the same guy.
Like,
Yeah.
It's the same people.
if
But
you
different.
search their
Kinda
names,
like
the same search comes up.
You
So
put glasses
you know,
on one
just
and
put
and then,
Santorum into Google. You should be all right. You know, you'll see it.
Yeah.
Dancing with the Stars Santorum probably also gets you multiple hits.
Yeah, that was a
That is the
totally
good-
different oozing pile of shit. It was
Yep.
totally
Yep.
different.
That is a
Totally.
good thing about white people, though. We are interchangeable. So,
Yes.
we're like
Oh.
Legos.
Yeah.
We really are. You can just put us anywhere.
Well,
I mean, that's why the Lego hair exists.
Jury is
You just
still
put it on
out
any white
whether
person and it's
Ryan
fine.
Grimm is actually human or Lego. Does not mean that all white people are in fact Legos.
Dude, he's
Warren. Let's not. I
fucking-
mean, you're,
I want to know
He's
who's
Mylar,
Harry
isn't
Borrow.
he?
to me, and I can't read
Who's
his
ha-
shit ass tape.
He's
but
made
I
out of
got
Mylar,
Morgan
right?
Now, so
Here, since we're talking
Who's-
about Pete,
Oh,
Ah,
oh god.
I'm sure he's guilty.
You guys talking about Huey Lewis a lot.
I'll take the guy
I'm
on the
just
right.
saying.
The guy on the right. I'll take
I'm
the
just
guy on the
saying.
right. He seems better. He's the lesser of two evils there. I'm just
I
saying.
don't even know what
That
that is,
one.
but it's fucking terrifying. These people are sick.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yes, they are. They're
Yeah,
psychopaths.
just like
It's-
Lori Lightfoot. If you listen,
It's really the mother did it, though, right?
On Lori Lightfoot,
Like,
he calls her
Mhm.
a
Oh.
troll of the highest order, and he says she's just a Batman villain because she
Mhm.
wears like these ill-fitted suits where she's stepping on the bottom of her fucking pants, and she goes out there. Are you kidding me? You're going to take a picture of money laid
Yeah.
out.
Oh yeah,
Oh god.
Are you fucking
the ultimate
kidding
money
me?
shot. Yeah.
Fucking
Wait,
big
wait,
forehead
wait. We gotta pull
motherfucker.
that up.
Shit.
We gotta pull that
Dude,
up.
She has
Look, the-
Yelp reviews where she goes
yeah.
in on this fucking limo company, and the limo company replies back and is like, "Bitch, we watched the fucking cameras from the window, and what you're saying is not even true." She's horrible.
I love being on
Look,
shows.
her
with
shoulder-
Hunter because
her shoulder pads-
You guys.
shoulder pads on her pantsuit are cutting off circulation.
You guys,
It's not her fault.
look at this.
Like,
Get
Whoa.
wrecked. No, thank
No,
you.
this is criminal.
oh
So-
god.
So I put I took that image and then I put like a Zorg Industries logo on it.
Oh god. Zorg Industries would be better. I would prefer them. They make good guns. Like I'd be happy about that. Like, oh,
I've
Well, you
never
can't
bought
say
a
Lori
bad gun in
Lightfoot's,
Chicago.
You can't say her
Like-
carpet isn't a moneymaker. Anyway,
I'm just saying
that was
it's
a
about
poor-
time we cut that blue lady open. We gotta cut the blue lady open, get the stones. We gotta
She looks like
find
She looks
Chris
like
Rock's
Black Christopher
character.
Walken. She does.
Oh.
She looks like a
Like-
Black
I thought
Christopher
you were about to
Walken.
say she looks like Wolf Blitzer.
oh
She looks like a Black Wolf Blitzer too. I told you white people are interchangeable, and then you just paint them, and then
If you
same
do-
shit.
oh
Good Lord.
Trudeau, he did the
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
Anyway, too
I
soon.
do
Oh,
love that
God,
meme
not
where
too
it's like
soon.
Never.
Beetlejuice and E.T. holding a baby Lori Lightfoot.
Oh.
Oh my
Somebody
god.
said you look like Beetlejuice from Howard Stern. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
Beetlejuice.
don't do
Jesus
that. Don't do that
Christ.
to me.
Oh,
Don't put
my
that in my
God.
head.
I
Please
heard
don't
that.
put
I
that
said,
in my
damn, I
head.
can't unsee
can't
that.
unsee
And then
it.
I can't.
Yeah,
I never
yeah,
can
that's
unsee
it.
that
The damage
either.
is done.
Going
The
to the
Oh,
damage
God
is
damn it.
done.
Every
Done,
one
done.
of you are
Oh.
going to the tape on that later. You are. And you're
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh God damn it. I'm
Oh, Warren's already
probably
loaded
a
up
bad
Photoshop
person
right
for
now.
agreeing with
Like,
this.
Yeah.
it's like a fucking 80s hacker montage in the background.
We're gonna make it. Whoa!
Yeah.
Do. And you hear
this is
the
fucking.
because it's computer shit.
Did anybody watch the Howard Stern
'Cause it's computer
and Sherman Helmsley?
Suddenly it's this color.
Oh,
It's just green everywhere now.
Howard Stern doing the Trudeau thing. Yeah, with the
Oh yeah, like
well, he was doing what's his face
he
from
was
Cheers,
doing Ted
Ted
Danson,
Danson.
and Sherman Helmsley
Oh,
was doing
God.
Whoopi Goldberg, and it was terrible.
Oh,
Like just not funny. Like trying way too hard. Just
When was this?
Do you remember when Ted Danson and Whoopi Goldberg
Yes.
did the
He
thing?
did the
where
blackface,
Danson
yes.
was, okay, so Howard Stern redid that. where
When did he
was
redo it,
Ted
though?
Danson. Huh?
When did he do this? Like
Well,
right
right
way
after
back.
it happened.
Okay.
And Sherman Helmsley came on and played Whoopi Goldberg. So Sherman Helmsley got an address and then left it.
oh, God.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. Like
Yeah.
bad. And Stern, not funny.
Not
Like
Yeah.
funny.
arguably not funny.
Not
I've never really
funny.
found him to be all that funny. I mean,
Well, he was a shock jock. That was his thing.
Yeah,
you know?
like he would.
He got
He said
neutered.
shit that
That's
nobody
what
else would
happened to
say, and I would, it'd be like, oh,
He had
okay.
a segment where he had women sit on a Sybian.
Yes.
That was a segment.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, he was
You
more
know.
shocking when he was doing like regular on air, but then once he went to like what Sirius or
yeah.
wherever he went to,
I
I
mean-
mean,
Well,
that's
yeah,
like
because
cable
he was with
radio.
Opie and Anthony, and they had like actual comics on their show.
Yeah.
well, it's like
Yeah.
I don't know about
Yeah.
you ladies, but that's not shocking. That's a good Christmas gift. At this point, like, if anyway, fucking that show was
Say
the
about
worst.
You, homie.
So many things. So many things.
Yeah.
This is I feel like the SpongeBob meme, just imagination. You just
He was
use
sounding
that.
like Alan Alda to me. I don't know. I would hear him and go, "Is that Alan Alda?" And then I saw him, I was like,
episode
"No,
with
that is
fucking
not
Hillary.
Alan Alda. That is not
The episode
Alan-
with
yeah.
Hillary, he did not do that segment on. So, and I'm at least thankful for that. So
Did she bring hot sauce on that show too, or was that just?
I hope so. I got hot sauce in my
just-
bag.
Dude, the
You know.
pandering. That's Psy. I can't wait for Psy, so we can come up with some pandering for
You
him to
think
do.
that like she cracks the hot
Look,
sauce before she
hell,
has to
babe.
fake cry while she's reading her fucking?
Oh my god, that was so weird.
speech?
Hell,
So
babe,
weird.
Howard was
mean,
supposed to do that fucking
That's
thing.
like
Why?
how horrific. Just all these associates of hers that go against her a little bit, they're gone. How
Yeah.
nefarious. I'm sorry. And I don't give a fuck though. You can't tell me that on the day of the hearing, while someone was fucking walking, there was a botched robbery, but
Right.
yet it happened
Yeah.
to be the guy that was linked to the leaking because he had to. You had to. Oh, but there's no connection there.
Yeah. Well, just the fact that y'all, I mean, I don't know anybody who's died under suspicious circumstances. They know like 75 people who have died under suspicious circumstances. There's just something to that. I mean,
Man,
people
why
have
these
been
motherfuckers
committed
always gotta
suicide
be
by
player
shooting themselves in
hating
the
on
head
us.
twice.
The
Oh,
fucking worst.
And you're telling me Jean-Luc Brunel is fucking dead too? You're
Yeah.
telling me that's a 66% rate going between Maxwell Epstein and fucking Brunel? Get out of here.
Hey, now, Hunter, some people just have bad luck.
Oh my God, stop. I just
That's
pictured that
creepy.
adrenochrome fucking.
I've had the worst
picture
luck since
with his
Monica. It
eyes.
fucking sucks.
They've been giving me the adrenochrome from all the unvaxxed kids.
Adrenochrome. Is that new weed they got out
You've
there?
seen Bill Clinton lately, right? Like
No.
he's clearly been getting the vaxxed baby adrenochrome. He
Yeah?
has.
Yeah.
Looks
I don't pay
Looks
attention to them.
sick.
Absolutely terrible.
Does anybody remember when Hillary seized up and like
Yeah, at the 9/11 thing.
yeah, and they had to
like throw
reset
her
the
into a
computer
van.
chip. They had to reset
She
it real quick,
fucking-
so they just piled her in the fucking van.
Yeah, they just threw her in a van. She looked like
Fuck
she was
me
getting
for
like,
baby blood.
She looked
Fuck
like
me
she
for
just
baby
got
blood.
hit by Francis Ngannou out of nowhere. Derek Lewis just came in and just put her lights out. She fucking stiff bored everything.
Yeah.
Like
And then
Joe
they took
Rogan
her
was going,
to her daughter's house, not a
like, that's-
hospital.
Yeah,
Like
and then
she's
they
a
sent out the
70-something-year-old
body
woman
double.
who has like a prior head injury.
Oh.
And instead of she passes out,
They
and instead of
made
taking
her
to
do-
a hospital. They take her to her
They
daughter's
made her
house.
do the photo op with the child.
Yes.
Right
She has
after
pneumonia, but we're gonna do a photo op with the kid.
And then they
Pneumonia.
sent
What?
out a body double.
Yeah, always.
Oh my god! Like, just don't do it. Like, what?
The one with
Why
the
would you
child
do
is
that?
they had to Photoshop the straw that was sticking out of the kid's neck.
Oh, it felt like it was a Weekend at Bernie's moment.
Yeah, that was bad.
Like,
That was bad. And you were called a sexist if you dared to question.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I'm a fucking sexist.
Still,
I'm a
Me
they
too.
sexist.
still
Me
do
too.
that
Me
shit.
too. Yeah, I'm still.
We would
sexist.
have had Hillary if you hadn't been such a fucking sexist, you assholes.
Okay, also, everyone cut it the fuck out with the ableist shit. I'm over it.
What do you
You
mean?
don't know who the fuck has been around what they've experienced,
Yeah.
what they've seen, how they feel. Okay, if you no, you can wear a mask if you would like to.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
The
you.
masks don't work. If it's double masking, it's not going to help you anymore. I'm just telling you, wear an N95 everywhere you go then. That way you don't have to subject other people to what they don't want. Kids aren't able to speak correctly now because they haven't seen people's mouths move. You
Yeah.
fucking dumbasses.
And
when
I
do
mean,
they
I
when do
work,
they push
I'm
the
a pre-
Moderna Bubble Boy kit? Like,
I mean, I'm a
That's what I'm
pre-K
wondering.
teacher, and all the time I'm asking my kids, pull your mask up, pull your mask up. They don't even put them on properly. And then when they talk, I'm like, have to ask them like 5 times, what the hell are you saying? Because they
Yeah.
can't speak that like that loud in those masks.
The language delays are going to be unbelievable. I mean, they already are, but
They
I mean,
are.
we're not going to see the fallout from that for a while.
We're seeing
We're raising a
we're
generation of
raising
Charlie
people.
Brown teachers. Is
Dude,
basically
we're
what it is,
raising a
'cause these kids-
generation of fucking sociopaths.
Yeah.
They,
Well,
they-
the Charlie Brown teacher
no
was a
nonverbal
sociopath.
cues for 2 years for infants because their parents are retarded sociopaths who believe a fucking TV doctor. Sorry. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Child abuse going on nonstop for
Yeah.
2 years because these parents would rather fucking listen to a bubble media than fucking think for themselves for 2 seconds.
And the-
Obedient
and-
fucking teachers
And
who
these are
can't
many of the
fucking
same
stand up
parents
to a
who-
fucking school board that just obeys.
Yeah.
and these
That
are
are
the-
fucking
many-
pumping bullshit Rockefeller fucking education into these fucking children anyway. So they're just gonna turn out to be fucking thoughtless fucking automatons that fucking may or may not be quasi woke enough to keep the ESG score right.
Hmm.
Never once thinking fucking critically.
No.
And people wonder.
Now,
why there's a nationwide movement to fund children. Like, it's insane, dude. It's
Go on,
insane.
Colin. What were you gonna say?
No, like these are well, I work in an affluent part of DC, but many of these same parents who've been very fortunate to work from home now, like many of them are trying to now. Many of these businesses are asking them to come back in, and they're like, "No, I'm not going in." I'm like, "You have the choice, but I have to stay with your kids, and mine are not vaccinated. You know, at least if you're going in, more than likely your colleagues are vaccinated. I'm still like at risk, whatever you want to call it." And you don't want to go into work because even though like you and probably your colleagues are vaccinated, like fuck y'all. Like,
Yeah, just I mean, I'm really proud of the people that I'm going to school with because we've all held the line and we were like, okay, well then fuck it. If the school is not going to allow us onto campus, which we're willing to go to campus, we're just not going to get the vaccine. That's it.
yeah.
If they will allow us to go on, then that's fine. If not, they have to give us online lab courses. And that's what they ended up doing. And then they took away all of the mandates up to in-person courses have to be have the jab or whatever. And so I'm thinking in the next semester, there's going to be no nursing students. There's going to be no one. They're not going to be able to get their grants.
Yeah. You're lucky because where I'm at, like they mandated teachers to get the booster now. So I had to get
shit.
they banned it. And now not only that, they're looking depending on when the under 5 jab will be available. They're looking right now mandated for all children in my district next year.
Oh no, there goes your fucking kids in schools. Hopefully.
Yeah, take your kids out of the schools. I'm sorry.
This is DC though. Like this is DC. Like I will say the fair majority of people here want the jab. They want the mandates.
Yes.
So it's kind of, for me, it's kind of like a losing battle here, considering how Libby DC is, unfortunately.
Authoritarianism is so much more prevalent than I thought.
Honestly.
No, it is.
It is. It's a lot. I mean, I knew it was bad. I did, but it's bad.
No,
everybody wants the government to tell everybody what to do.
I know.
Not true. Not true.
Not everybody. Obviously.
Not this guy.
No, obviously. I mean,
DC dropped.
I think it was clear.
30% maybe. 30% perhaps. They just did a poll on who wants us to go to war in Ukraine.
But it's way worse than I thought.
No, like
right. But there's 30% that is dead set for this. There's 30% that's dead set against this. There's 40% in the middle that is getting pulled in one direction or another based on coercion, bribery, threats, exclusion,
condescension,
conscience.
Yeah,
one way or the other, they're getting pulled. But that's 40% of the country. At any point, it can sway in one side or the other's favor, but that's propaganda. It's media manipulation. That's the ability to get your message out to people that don't already agree with you, which is why YouTube censorship sucks so much, which is why algorithmic suppression sucks so much.
I mean, everyone here watches CNN. Everyone here watches MSNBC. Like, at least in DC.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's
in
on.
DC, you mean,
That's what's on. So, like, when our mayor dropped the passport mandate, everybody would flipped out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know. It's fucking hilarious.
I'm like
kind of. I mean,
you are vaxxed and boosted, and some of you have had COVID. Like, what's your problem? Like, that's the least.
Like,
now,
fear is a very powerful manipulator.
Yes, it is.
The mind killer.
It is. Holy shit! No, never mind.
Yes. No, you were.
Off Trey.
Oh.
He was.
No,
That was
it's-
about to be a Trey rant right there.
It's my sister. My sister was basically tricked into getting it. They didn't tell my. I hope they don't hear me, but my parents didn't tell her the fucking side effects. Like, oh, you're gonna get a fever. Didn't fucking tell her that. They both work at a fucking hospital. So yeah, fear is a fucking.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. And she wants to be a nurse, and she says she's not gonna take the booster. I hope to God Florida doesn't.
Mandate it.
Mandate it. Yeah,
I doubt it.
No, they won't.
Okay.
Florida's pretty chill.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Don't
these-
fuck with my sister. God damn.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
saltwater
That's a lesson to be
rednecks
learned.
out here are not having that. You know?
No, Florida. I mean, at least not anytime soon. I don't see that changing anytime.
What you mean mandate?
Yeah.
I am
Fuck your
not
mandates,
doing no
honestly.
mandate.
No mandates.
I can't believe this is even a fucking question we have
I
to
know.
like discuss.
I know.
No, you don't.
Hey,
get
look, I'll
forcibly
tell
injected
you
with
what, I will
something.
meet you
No.
halfway and I will refer to going fishing with my buddies as a mandate.
Okay, as long as you come
Oh my god.
catch
We
oysters
only
with
do
us
woman
Tuesday.
dates down here. We only do woman dates. That's what Jesus wanted.
You better not bring
and,
that
we're
damn
mandate.
PBR ever again. All right?
PBR is gross.
They do
Oh.
not hand that blue ribbon out to just anybody.
Dude, PBR is garbage beer. Nobody should drink PBR.
That's I'm sorry. That was my high school right there. That's all that the people bought, man.
Yeah.
No,
We
my dad
we don't
would
do
switch up
mandates, but-
between old style and PBR. I got to actually
Yeah.
until I was about 10
Natty
or 12.
Ice was sometimes bought.
That was kind of
also-
big. Yeah. That was kinda big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
for
like
sure.
a
water
high school
bottles.
beer. The ice beers
Hey, you-
were all high school beers.
You want to go to a
Like the
kegger? What's in the
introduction,
keg?
that's
Natty
how
Ice? No.
came out. I was in high
Junior-
school.
junior
with the
college,
introduction
too.
of Zima
Ugh.
doll.
Zima.
When Zima, bro.
Zima.
Zima.
Dude,
You
with
know
the
how
Skittles
many
or whatever.
there were like cornfields
Back when there
of
wasn't
passed out
Yes,
White Claw.
beverages
cornfields
because of
with
that
the
fucking-
bonfire and
Hey,
some
I mean,
Zima.
you could see it like you could. They just look
I mean, you
like
might as well
look
break
down
out the fucking
fucking
Mad Dog
cornfields
2020 at
of
this point.
Passed out fucking
Like-
blonde white bitches because of Zima. It was
Ugh.
fucking hysterical.
I
dude.
have made many
That
a
shit
bad
was
decision because
bad
of Zima.
for people. Bad for
Back
people.
before the
Yeah.
days of White Claw, Zima existed.
Yeah.
Zima was like
that White
Zima
Claw
was
was
like,
millennial Xena. I did. And they
it was
were
like adult
Yeah.
Crystal Pepsi. You know, it was like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
gross. Why it's clear? What is this vodka? No, it's what is it? Beer? Not
you can
really.
pour vodka in it and it'll get
Yeah.
you drunk quicker.
It would make
Yeah.
it better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pour enough in there, you don't
I mean,
taste
if that-
the fucking Zima.
At that point, I'm just doing purple drink. Give me some Kool-Aid and vodka, and I will be just fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Or just pour out the Zima all together and just fill the Zima bottle with vodka, and
I've
then
Yes.
done that
you've upgraded
Is Zima-
significantly.
significantly.
Is
A
Zima
cooler and
like
a dozen random bottles and a whole bunch of Kool-Aid mix?
is like
All the
Zima
jungle
like
juice.
drumming alcohol that they've like waved near fruit? Is that what?
It
Is
was
that what
kind
it
of
is?
like what was it? It wasn't
Right.
a wine cooler. It wasn't
Like
malt
bubbly.
No, it was,
liquor.
I don't know.
Liquor.
What was it
Zima's
classified
straight
It
up
as?
was
malt
malt liquor?
liquor.
Was
Fuck
it?
yeah.
Malt liquor?
For a
Yeah.
malt
Was it like Cisco?
Malt
Cisco.
No,
beverage.
it's a malt beverage. It's carbonated.
Anaconda
like
malt liquor gives
Like,
you little
Like
Richard.
Four Locos
Sorry, what?
before they changed them.
Oh God,
I've
Four
never had
Locos.
Locos.
Oh, Florida.
Well, here's a
Florida
public
had a
service
problem with Four
announcement
Locos
for you
for
right
a
here.
while.
There are bubbles
Do
in
not
it,
ever
and the
drink.
Bubbles in it. It tasted like
It gives you energy. Is fucking great. Oh my God.
It was the only thing we
Okay.
could buy from 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
We were only
It's fucking
14.
here. I'm
Don't
faded.
ever drink Cisco though. If you find somebody says, "Oh, I got this 6-pack of Cisco," you punch them right in the fucking mouth because that shit is the devil's ass juice.
Devil's ass
trying
juice,
to hitchhike
alright.
out of downtown Atlanta in fucking 5 Points. Blacked out on Cisco.
So
Cisco.
So we went.
Look,
we
I
went
was at
down to
this
the
party.
French Quarter, and we got those
Hang on a
grenades.
second. I was at
and
this
it was
party,
like the
right? And
best
we were
time.
drinking beer. We were drinking beer the whole night, right? And having a good time. It was festive. People were feeling the love. And then, we're out of beer. We got Cisco, and you drank that shit, and it turned into the fucking Walking Dead. And then I got to fucking walk home. I'm going backwards. I'm going the wrong way. I took the wrong bus. I threw up on the bus. And then my friends, thank God I was a nice enough person to have friends, told the bus driver, just throw him off the bus here. He'll find his way home. One Cisco. It was one. Stop that.
I was drinking.
I guess if your car runs out of gas, yes, put the Cisco in there. It might work, but do not consume that in your body. Fuck that shit.
I was drinking several because I was under a bridge with gutter punks because I was in Atlanta, Georgia, like randomly homeless. I was trying to forget some shit. I'm pretty sure that's why I was trying to hit like out of.
I know the Gutter Punks. That's a great band, the Gutter Punks.
Like retained enough in the lizard brain to be like, bro, I probably try to get the fuck up out this piece. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't no funny. Like. Dude, yeah.
Why does your inner lizard person sound like Stallone? Why does your inner lizard voice sound like Stallone? Why?
Yeah, you did turn into Stallone there.
Come on, like fucking Adria, fucking like.
Cisco is give up on life alcohol. That's what that shit is. When you're just like at the edge and you're just like, I don't want to kill myself, but I do want to like feel like it. Then you drink the fucking Cisco, and then you're.
I mean, now I'm afraid to voice my lizard voice in case it sounds like fucking some other celebrity. You know,
have a date with your shadow and find out.
Right?
You need it.
Wow, it's crazy.
My lizard voice is Montgomery.
I told you with you, it could be Tom.
Come on.
Hey, Hunter's got to go, so shut the fuck up for a minute so she can tell us what she's got going on. Okay. Oh yeah, you do. You have a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, go, Hunter. Go, Hunter. Go.
Tomorrow, I'll be on the morning show on Slew News Day.
She's drinking Cisco. She's drinking Cisco.
And then I don't know. I'm still I have to find a place to move into like this weekend, and I'm just doing school and shit, so I'll be here and there.
Nice. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It was good to have you on finally.
I know.
I know.
I'm trying to figure something out so I can do my own streams whenever I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. This is like therapy. This is my favorite day of the week.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for letting me on.
Yeah. And you need to come back soon because it's always me and a bunch of dudes.
Oh yeah, I'll hop on with the ladies whenever.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Steve, what do you have coming up? I know you have to go. What do you got?
About to do a thing with the Whiskey, Beer, and Conspiracies podcast, morning shows. Next week, gonna have Corey Morningstar and Vanessa Beeley on, and also Glory Jones and also Hunter Carranza. And that'll be really fucking awesome. Next Thursday.
Oh, it's next Thursday? Then
it's next Thursday. Yeah, because this whole week was already booked out. But you could hop on tomorrow, or you could hop on Friday when I'm there too. Either way, both. This is typical where I have my production meetings live on the air, sometimes on other people's shows. Yeah.
It happens, dude.
How
it's
I
all
fucking
good.
roll. Yeah.
What whiskey and beer will be available?
And then I no Sunday show gonna be in Arizona or driving. Although it'll probably be difficult not to pull over at some point and do a live stream with pasta from a Vista Point or some shit. You know,
in a van down by the river.
I think it's a Kia.
Nice.
Yeah.
Moving on up.
Yeah. It'd be uncomfortable to crash it. But
although I think a van would be easier. Go ahead.
Yeah. I don't know. Moving the website, going to be self-hosting. Misty's basically self-hosted now too. Thanks, Sleepy Josh.
Yay, Sleepy Josh is the best. I'm gonna drop his thingamajiggy.
Yeah,
you guys go buy him a coffee, would you?
Buymeacoffee.com/Bort, BORT. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye,
Goodbye.
Steve.
Thanks
Bye,
for
Hunter.
coming.
Namaste,
Bye,
Steve.
bye, 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 Hunter.
Bye-bye. Arrivederci. Adios.
I have too many tabs open. Holy
Oh.
shit. There.
The worst.
Alt F4.
Fucking druggies. Oh, he meant like
Yeah, dude. Okay, so listen, when we
Oh,
do
yeah,
facts
yeah.
on Friday, I have to keep I have to run it, right? Which I don't know how the fuck I managed to end up being the tech guy. I don't. That's not my
Mhm.
thing. And somehow I'm the tech guy for like literally all of my shows. And
Same with
so
me and Warren. I
I have like
that's it.
17 tabs open every Friday, trying to like shuffle between the right ones.
Are you?
for
What
each
browser are you
story.
using?
What am I using? Chrome, I think.
Brave, Chrome. You should
Chrome.
try Opera GX. It's easy to move over. All your
Okay.
bookmarks and shit go. Your passwords.
It's just
and
like
shit
I'm
will come
severe
over.
ADHD, so it's hard for me to like,
So,
you know.
it allows you to limit your RAM usage and CPU usage. In Opera, it also forces night mode on a lot of shit, which is really nice.
Cool. I'll check it out.
But I always have thousands of tabs open.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
there used
it's
to be
brutal.
an extension called
Oh,
like,
Indy's
fucking-
here.
It would put shit in sleep mode, right? Like
Hi.
extensions you haven't been
Hi,
to in
Indy.
a while.
The kids
Everybody
went to sleep.
exits and I'm entering. This is perfect. Well, no, they're still up and screaming and bouncing off the flipping walls. Are you kidding? Oh, it's a lot of fun. But my wife's up there watching them now. I bailed.
Phenomenal
Like,
mysticism. I know that Facts on Friday was taken off by YouTube and we're grounded for a week, so we can't stream for a week until Friday.
You can use our channel anytime.
That's what I said.
We'll just end
Yeah.
up getting your channels taken down too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want
Fuck
to.
it. We
We're
can
not
make
like
it
we've
work.
already decided
going
we're
down.
not. I don't want to censor. We don't want to censor. We shouldn't have to. So
Yep.
No,
Rumble, Rockfin.
no.
Don't.
You know,
So
Plenty
fuck 'em.
options.
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, I'm
fucking
gonna
get on-
ride YouTube as long as I can and get as much use as I can. I would love
I
to be
hear
able to
MySpace is coming
maintain
back.
our channel, but
Uh,
but thanks to Sleepy Josh, we're gonna be self-hosted. So I don't have to
Self-hosting.
worry-
Like, yeah, we need to
Yeah.
talk, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I mean, I mean, YouTube is obviously the biggest platform, but there are a lot of other options out there, and I just refuse. I don't want to censor. I do not. I don't.
Yeah. Fuck censorship.
Yeah,
No, fuck censorship.
Yeah.
like yes,
100%.
up the twirling
no loop.
lawnmower. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So fuck them. I
Yeah.
don't care. It's unfortunate that it happens, but it does, and I refuse.
It's
to
crazy
not.
how fast that window is now, right?
Yeah.
Between what you're not allowed to say to in like what 3-4 days, a week now.
Oh, it
You're,
was like a
allowed
matter
to
of
say
12
it?
hours that it took our
Like
our-
it's
took our-
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the WEF stuff. That was like you weren't allowed to say
It's
it.
an
weren't allowed to say
algorithm.
it,
If
weren't
they
allowed to
hear
say it,
you
and then
say
now,
certain words too many times in an
Yep.
episode, they'll take that episode down. They don't even,
Yep.
it's not even a person listening to it. It's just the algorithm is like, oh no, they said vaccine too many times. So we're going to yank that.
Yep.
No
Mm.
reason. Like and you could try to appeal, but that's just also a computer telling you that they looked at it and that they decided that they're going to keep it. You know what I mean? Like it's not, it's ridiculous. And I'm not going to censor myself.
we get actual hits on Rumble. We get people viewing our stuff that we didn't
Yep.
get.
Don't
to
you
on
have
Twitter.
to pay to upload to Rumble though?
No.
No. Nope.
No.
No, it's free to upload.
No,
it's only
free
if
to
you want to
upload.
live
Just
stream.
live
Right now,
stream.
it's $10 a
Oh.
month.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
not
they
paying to
lowered
live
it.
stream.
I feel
I'm not paying to live stream either.
Yeah.
I just upload
Yeah.
my stuff for free. And
Yeah,
I actually
can
put in
upload
the
it
clips
or
for How Did We
upload it
Miss That?
later.
They're exclusive.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
mean, we're on Odyssey and we're on PeerTube, I think now. I don't know where else
I mean,
Josh is gonna put us, but I
the
mean,
thing is, like,
self-hosting. That's I mean,
$10 between 8 people isn't awful, which is why like INN might get a Rumble, but like
yeah, I guess
you know,
MCSC
we don't
could
need
get
it.
one.
We don't need.
I don't know.
We
I
don't
don't
need
think Nico's
everyone to
very
have
keen on
one. I don't blame them. You know,
I just don't want
Well,
to.
it
I
was
don't want to pay.
whatever.
You know?
It was
Yeah.
$25, and then they dropped it down to 10. So, and they had made hints on there that they're trying to get it to where
That
it's
they
free
wanted
for
to get it to where
everybody.
it's free. Yeah.
So
They're going
I guess
publicly
it's
traded. You know, they
Yeah.
got
If it
bought
becomes
by
free,
the
I'm
company.
down.
They merged. Well, they merged with the
Huh?
company that owns locals, and then they ended up.
Why is
I think they're
there?
either going public or they are public.
Oh,
There's so much of a stigma on other platforms. It's like I don't give a fuck what it is. Can
I don't give a
see me
shit
on it. Like, can
No,
people
but
see
the
me
only
on
thing
it?
is that's Peter
Okay.
Thiel back. That's Peter Thiel back. That's Palantir.
Yeah.
That's Palantir back.
Who?
Dude,
Who
if
gives a
we
shit?
limit ourselves based on who owns which platform, we're going to be on no platforms. They're
Yeah.
all
We're
owned
gonna
by
be on no
creepy ass
platform.
motherfucking.
Well, that's
psychopaths.
why Steve's going. That's why Steve's doing what he's doing, and I think that's might be the way to go. But it's and then using the other platforms as commercials to get them there. I think that
Commercials.
might be the way to go.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm throwing it at everything I could throw shit at. You
Yep.
want it on Xbox Live? Sure. How can I get it on an old Nokia? Right? Like, somebody's still using those.
I'm going to
Right?
be on
Like-
Commodore 64 next week. Maybe
on
VIC
floppy.
20 before that. Possibly in television. What?
Sudo
Sorry.
apt-get blinking light / extra bulla inner. Should be able to see it in ASCII.
If you're playing Gorf on VIC 20, then
Yeah.
you'll be able to see extra
Right after you
bullets,
take
so-
out the 6th floppy of Doom, just right there. Like, okay,
Wow.
get this one and the next one. You know,
That's just for the old people
uh,
that's listening to this. The younger
yeah.
ones are like, what is
dude, I
this?
said sudo
don't-
apt-get. Motherfuckers don't know that shit.
Is
I'm like
basic
super nerd.
language. I don't. What is
The
this?
motherfucker who gets the blinking lights reference is gonna be fucking great. Somebody watched Star
Also-
Trek or Star Wars in fucking ASCII. Somebody did.
I'll
that
also
shit.
be on one of those Nokia phones that is that you can play
Not
that
me.
Snake game on too. So
dude.
Oh, I
Snake
was
is
good at
the
that game.
ah,
good at it.
yeah, the Snake game.
Yeah,
What happened?
I can play Snake on my Stream Deck. That's pretty fucking sweet.
That
I
devolved
like old
quickly.
games like that.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know.
That's when you still could escape your emotions. You know.
Maybe that's why I like them.
Yeah, like-
nostalgia for when I could not give a shit. You know,
That's my show. It's just fucking avoidance. Just let's just fucking ignore that shit.
I wish I was
Everything's
better
fine.
at that. Honestly, I'm not.
It's tough.
I'm not.
Like, how
Like
many-
Jesse Jet yells at me all the time. He's like, you can take a break. No, I can't. I
Yeah.
cannot. No, I can't.
Yep. Indy, you could take a
Nope.
break. You know that, right? Like,
Nope.
You
Nope.
can unplug. You can close Twitter.
Like for a
You just
day.
hit the
Like
X,
for
you
a
can just
day.
Close that.
Like for a day, it was really hard.
Maybe
On
not
Monday,
even. Like,
I
listen,
did not.
I can't help it. In the back of my head, the only thing I can think of, and I know it's corny, but Julian Assange doesn't get a break. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like that.
I
I
know.
can't imagine
You know.
taking a break. Like I
I
need
hope
to.
they at least give him cat videos. If you could just send him those, he'll be all right.
No, he has a laptop with the keys
Yeah.
glued down, dude.
Oh god.
He can't watch cat videos. Like they're torturing him. There's no cat videos
Why
in
would-
Torture Land.
So what are they showing? Like Dora the Explorer or like
In Belmarsh?
No, I'm talking about on the laptop that all the
The-
keys are fucking glued down.
I don't know that you can play anything on a
wall.
laptop with the keys glued down. What can you play? I don't
Right.
know. I
God.
mean, he certainly
What?
can't participate in his legal defense.
No.
So stupid.
Why
Oh.
even give it to him to begin with? Just don't give him
to
one.
be
It's torture.
part of the torture.
Oh.
That's
It's
part of the
torture.
torture.
It's part right.
Fucking
That
Jesus
is
Christ.
exactly what psychological torture is, and
Oh,
that's
there's not enough.
I get
there's
for
not
you,
enough
Reef,
holy water.
like your bong was by you, but you can't smoke.
yeah.
What? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like
Yeah.
it's the worst.
Far enough to
the
reach.
worst.
Like the
Yeah.
bongs glued
There's no
down.
weed,
And you're not like
can't.
but you're like
Can't.
and there's no
you
water.
can't.
Yeah.
You're never gonna get weed in this scenario, or are you just dank?
Nope.
Like which?
No, the
Yeah.
weed is
Well-
glued in there.
Well, no, they,
It
Oh,
can't.
fuck you!
they want to take away your. Well, wait. Let's call it. They want to take away your weed for 100 for
You took it too
175
far.
years.
I'm already
too far.
taking a spoon and digging out behind my poster.
I
We're already
didn't
doing
do
that.
it.
What
What
if-
are you fucking yelling at me for?
Fuck
I
you.
didn't do
I'm out.
it.
I feel you.
I would
All
never
right.
glue weed down.
So-
I'm too religious.
So we're bitching. The world is burning. Everybody's fighting on Twitter. What else is going on that I missed while I was putting my
I
kids
don't
to
think
bed in the
anybody's
last
mad at
hour?
me
Because
today on Twitter, so that's always good.
wow, that's really impressive because everybody's mad at everybody on Twitter.
Well, I mean, you
right
I
now.
know, like
It's
it's a little
haven't
weird
been on
sometimes when it's like I usually fly under those radars when there's like a big explosion. I don't know why, for whatever reason, but usually, like if I get hate, it's usually because like everybody's pissed off at me for the day or something, you know.
Yeah.
So
it's fucking hate Misty.
They must have had a committee meeting at that point and said that's who we're going to direct it
I don't think that's
at.
unreasonable to think. I think that I know that they will pick and choose who they mass report on, you know, certain days. Like there's like a plan. Like we're going to go mass report this person.
Yeah.
So
have you been getting like any copycat Misties running around?
Yes.
Have you had to deal with that yet?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure you're not the only one.
One of the
an evil mustached fake Warren apparently told some shit to Overton that, you know, got us both blocked.
Oh, good.
So
Oh,
that's
no.
fun.
My favorite thing is when they brought fake me into my live stream and was like trying to start shit. And I'm like, you guys know that, like, I know
I'm in here.
I'm here,
I'm
right?
Yeah,
Doppelganger.
Right. But it's every movie has this. It's like, which one do I shoot? Which one? It's
well,
like,
the real Mindy Moneybags, please stand up.
please stand up.
It's like the Spider-Man that point at each other.
Yeah.
But I've seen I've seen everyone have fake people now.
Yeah.
Like
It's
that's gotta be a
annoying.
fucking.
It's dumb. You guys, I was just talking
Yeah.
about this on the vigil last night. Who the fuck is like obsessed with me?
Where's-
I'm a 40-year-old
Tom?
mother from Ohio who just happens to have a web camera and some weird friends. And like, I'm not important. I have no power. I have no nothing. And they're
Yeah.
like, their whole existence is obsessing over what I tweet. You need a
Yep.
plant. Seriously. Like you guys need a better hobby. I'm embarrassed for you. Seriously, it's embarrassing. Imagine that's how you spend your time.
Preferably a plant you can smoke, probably, because that
I
sounds
mean-
like somebody just needs to chill. You know what I mean?
I don't even know if that would help them. You're gonna have to find one of those Joey Diaz strains. You know?
Yeah, these people
Like-
need some mushrooms. they
Oh,
need a
they
date
need
with their
so
shadow.
much.
And lace it with Cisco, and then they'll be out. And they won't mess with anybody ever again.
I mean, my thing is like,
I need some mushrooms.
how do we fucking fix this shit? It's like every pathway gets fucking blocked every way we try. It's like,
I'm
to
telling you,
me,
just
it's just
get-
waiting for people to
Just
fucking,
get ready because you need to be ready for
Yep.
anything. Nothing's off the table. The
Yeah.
shit's gonna fall apart, and when it happens, it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be brutal, and it's gonna be quick.
I mean, circle the
Ah,
wagon,
Trace,
folks.
he's got a digital ID solves all that. Absolutely, dude.
Yeah, we're really
Oh
fucked.
God,
Honestly, we're really
we're totally
fucked.
screwed. Like we're just on the cusp of really authoritarian control in this world,
We're already
and
there.
we
in
have
my
no
opinion,
idea.
Already,
I am
there.
ready
It's
for my
gonna
mark
get
of the beast. I want it right here.
But
You know, so if I
But here it depends on where you go.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to Vegas soon, and Vegas is like wide open. I hear, you know, so it's like they're not making
Yeah,
you wear
they're-
masks. They're not
No,
making
I'm
you
in
do
Ohio,
anything.
and we don't have anything in Ohio. There's no statewide
Yeah.
mandates. Columbus had a mask mandate for indoor activities, but like where I live, we haven't had mask mandates in fucking forever. I mean, life
Like-
has been basically back to a pseudo normal. Aside from like supply
Right.
chain issues and all of that stuff, but I mean, just like walking around, like you might see like a couple people wearing masks here and there, but nobody bothers them. They don't bother anybody else. Everybody just does their thing. It's nice.
Yeah.
Well, even in New
My
York,
kids are still
too,
wearing them to
it's,
school.
No, my
They,
kids have not
um,
ever worn them to school.
They still wear them in schools here, and you got to wear them on the public transit.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's more and more people around New York that like today. I was out and about. I saw more people without masks than I did with masks.
Yeah.
So it's like that's
Do you
a
know-
good sign.
do you know it's a
I
real-
was in New York over the holidays, like going into bars and whatnot. Like
Hmm?
technically you're supposed to wear them like once you're eating or drinking. No one was doing that.
What, like in between sips, like you pull the thing down.
Some
I mean,
people
it's-
want you to do that.
No.
Well, when
Wow.
when,
I've never.
when Fee and
I wouldn't.
Ricky-
I wouldn't go anywhere that made me do that.
when Fee and Ricky and I went out, they had this. They had the signs on the door that said you had to wear your mask. But when you walk in, nobody was wearing masks.
No one gave a damn.
We didn't, yeah, exactly. We didn't have masks on because we were outside. And we just walked in, and it was just like no big deal. So they're pretty much over it here now.
Yeah.
for the most part.
I mean,
Ohio's
Yeah.
I
been
have
that
a
way.
beard. You know how hard it is to get a mask that fits a fucking beard?
And you
It
have
looks
glasses.
dumb.
That's like a
And I have
double whammy.
glasses.
The glasses
Well, I mean,
is the
I can-
worst
The
part.
glasses suck.
Like whatever, but you know they really do. Like I
fogged
tried
up so
everything.
bad.
I broke out the fucking snorkel anti-fog shit. I'm like, yep, no, that didn't fucking work.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, it's the worst. The
It's
mask
the
with the
fucking
glasses.
worst.
Yeah, I can't see dick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awful.
yeah.
The only time I put it on, it's again, walk into the school to take my son in. They're in daycare, so daycares
Like-
they're not even like following any of that stuff. They're just keeping it because they found that like in general, keeping those kids on the mask and the masks on the kids, the number of like illnesses in general went way down. And like I remember our first year, we had our kids in daycare. Those kids were booger factories. They like we were sick every week. Either one of us was sick, and like all of us were home, and it was a mess. Like it took us
Some
an entire
people would-
year to build up like the immunity
some
for
people
that.
would argue, yeah, that's needed. That you
It is
need to have
needed.
that. Yeah, like
There's going to be a lot of people who come out of this and their immune system is going to be wrecked. Like they're not going to be
Wrecked.
ready.
Completely
Like
young.
a
Mhm.
flu could be highly dangerous for them at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Mm.
that's, I mean, yeah, kids are germ factories, but like, I mean, it's really only bad when they're super young because they don't understand like how to cover a cough or a sneeze or how to wash their hands or all that stuff. But once they reach like, 6, 7, 8, when they can start to learn those things and make them habitual, it's
Yeah.
really not that bad anymore. Like we would
Well-
get sick like a cold maybe once a year or whatever.
We got a preschool teacher in the chat right now who's got some familiarity with that. So
Yeah.
he's got some firsthand experience, and I thought that he had some really interesting takes actually about it. Talking about not being able to hear the kids and muffled voices.
Yeah.
And after you said that, like
Yeah.
when my son's in the car and he keeps it on, I noticed that like I have to go what like 3 times. He has to
Or-
repeat himself.
all the time.
or
Like,
they're fucking at ear screeching levels of like
Yes,
like
trying to be
I
heard.
have to be like Indy, bro.
Yeah.
They're really
Oh, wait,
loud.
they don't have the mascot. They don't have the mascot in the house, man.
Oh my God.
Whenever you hear
Right,
them, they
but it's
never have
like-
a mascot.
That's gotta be what it is. They're yelling behind a mask,
yeah,
so when you
they
take
yell,
it
well,
off,
in
like
some cases they're
Yeah,
yelling.
their
Or-
ability to hear themselves, like they now have to yell.
Yeah.
yeah,
I feel like they're
So-
being heard. And yeah, it's a whole
Oh.
seriously language development, like the language development that seriously, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really, really, really fucking
facial
bad.
expression.
and then not,
stuff is
and then,
gonna
and then,
be-
yeah, not being able to see the smiles. You
Yeah.
know, like it was a big thing, and like little. They'll pick it up. Kids are smart. They're
Yeah.
they're nimble. They're flexible. They'll
We keep
they'll
saying that,
adapt.
but
I
we're
mean,
fucking up an entire
my-
generation.
my
If-
kids
well,
want to
they're
wear the
not-
thing. Like we traumatized them to the point
They
where like
fucked up
they
our shit,
expect
too,
to
like-
wear it and like they want to wear it going in, and if they don't have it on, like they feel
Yeah.
weird not having it on because from the time they kind of came of age, the last 2 years,
They've had to
this is
wear
all
it.
they know.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
That
It's
makes
like,
me sad.
wow, this is not what I signed up for when I decided, when
This
we
is- this
decided
is-
to become parents. Like,
This is why a lot of the smart people in the room aren't having them. We're
Yeah.
like, yeah, we can't bring shit in this. This is not good.
well, that was my plan until
I see,
my
yeah.
plan was altered, and not unintentionally. I just met a person that
Pray the deal
It's
is
like,
not
all right, we're
open
doing that.
by that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
It was
they're
altered
not
much
having
further.
kids. I'm gonna say that right now. So, and if
Ah!
they do, they're probably this big. So they're
My
probably
gene
fine.
pool is already shallow enough. Like I'm good. I'll adopt. There's a much better chance of winning that genetic lottery than my family.
There's a-
Again, trying to figure out parenting right now.
Oh my god.
Given misinformation
Oh
that's
my
out
God.
there, given the news shit that's out there, given the polarization of school boards that's going on. I mean, this is bitch. I'm here to let some shit out, right? So
Yeah,
like
social media,
how the
internet.
fuck are we supposed?
like,
Exactly. Like you throw all this stuff at people that didn't. We're not equipped for this. There's no manual for how to deal with any of this shit. Like
No.
and again, and then you have this media consolidation that's controlling narratives more than ever before. Maybe they've always done it, and we've just never seen it to this level. But the Karening is so out of control with this shit. It's like, what do we do? Like, we're trying to set up alternate structures, but and that's and share out 1-to-1. Right. And again, the misinformation, everybody, the vitriol about these people that are convinced that the media is not lying to you and that you're the one, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
Okay,
losing the
I
information
guess.
war. We're getting our asses.
Oh,
kicked.
badly.
We're still doing.
It's
Badly.
so bad. It is
Happening.
so, and I don't know that there's any way that we can actually overcome the deficit that we're at this point, because you're propagandized
Well,
from the minute you're born. Like, it is
I'll-
your reality is manufactured for you, and people. I don't
Well,
know.
Rogan cracked it. Rogan figured out a way to crack through that narrative and crack through to get to people and beat them all. Again, I'm not a huge fan. That's not my thing. But my point is that there's a way to cut through their crap, and it's with authenticity, and it's by staying one step ahead of them, and it's by trying to get to the people 1-to-1. And again, the podcast, figuring out to go to podcasts and give it out free the way that they did was a short move. And they weren't the first podcast, but why this one took off and why everybody, I don't get it.
The problem is that they now recognize a Joe Rogan. They know and they're shutting all of those methods for anybody else to do that. They're shutting all of that down. They're demonetizing everybody. It's basically economic sanctions against independent media. They're deplatforming everybody. They're suspending people. They're algorithmically screwing with people. They're unsubscribing people from YouTube channels. They are control. Seriously, I'm not. When I get all worked up about the narrative control and how I say it's the front line of everything we fucking face, it's the front line of everything we fucking face.
It is everything.
It is everything.
Because we have to fight. Because you have to spend all your day fighting the narrative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Without actually getting anything accomplished.
We don't even know what truth is. We have no idea what's actually happening.
Yeah.
I mean, even those of us who are clued in, we can't possibly know it all. It's all so
Look
complicated.
look at the Russia-Ukraine shit. The story. This side's absolutely adamant that it's this, and this side's absolutely adamant that it's this, and these people are over here going, "What are you talking about?" And
what they're
how do you
trying
know what to believe?
Joe,
It's just who do you
people
trust
underneath with less power, like the stuff.
Right, and who do you trust, and who do they trust, and who do they
power
trust?
to push back at shit, right? Like we don't have that shit.
No, and we will never get it because they know
We'll never get that shit.
They know now.
Well, and it's like we're the issue is that the cat's been out of the bag for too long. Like we're still here, unfortunately. Right. And, we know what not to say. Like, we know what to say. Like,
That's the problem.
We're riding
They
that
have
fucking line all
everybody
the time.
self-censoring. Everybody. They have everybody. That's why I don't want to do it, because they have everybody self-censoring. And we need to push back against that. That shouldn't be a thing that we have to do. And listen, something is like COVID, okay? It literally impacts every human being on planet Earth. We should be able to say whatever the fuck we want. We should be able to have every conversation we want to have. We should be able to observe all of the facts, all of the information. Nothing should be hidden from us. We don't get, nope, you're not allowed to question anything. You're not allowed to have conversations about anything. You're not allowed to look at certain things.
The fact that you're not allowed to talk about it means someone goes, well, maybe if you're not allowed to talk about it, then it's that shit where there's always
somebody doesn't want you to know something. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
No,
if it sounds
and I'll tell you, it's Pfizer and Moderna who don't want you to know something. Yeah.
Right.
They don't want you to know how much profit they're taking in the last couple of years on our dime, while setting it up that there's going to have to be booster after booster after. I mean, again, and then buying the media, buying all the news channels sponsored by Pfizer, brought to you by Pfizer. So that anybody, so they're buying that favorable coverage, and the ivermectin smear
and that's who that's their plan. Like, if we do something so outlandishly evil, no one will think it's happening. Like it's like, it's such a fucking maze of shit to look at and deal with, and with fucking cloak and dagger nonsense, like it's a goddamn Tom Clancy novel, like. It's the fucking dumbest shit.
Yeah. Oh, and that's a good point. Dramality just said they literally just enabled misinformation as terrorism. They totally just did that.
Malinformation. Hell, not even misinformation.
What
does that even
all
mean?
Of us. And this is what makes me angry. We've been screaming about this for years, for fucking years.
Whitney nailed this. In November, she went on, I don't know if it was Slow News. I think she did a Sunday show on Slow News Day, and she talked about how there was going to be some kind of event at the Capitol, and it's going to allow them to usher in a new wave where they're going to take the global war on terror that they had abroad, they're going to apply it to domestic people here, and you're going to see that same type of narrative control to make sure that nobody steps out. Again, Steve covered it months ago. You know,
Steve needs to stop telling it so early, so that he's giving them.
He's got to stop getting out of my head. He's got to start getting out of my head. Like I feel so salty, Steve, lately. Like I'm channeling Steve all day long, and it's bothering me.
Stop telling them the plan, Steve.
But
just tell us.
Yeah, stop. Just dude, I love you.
You're stealing
I love
your
you,
shit.
but wow.
Copyright it or
Like,
something.
I write a tweet. I'm like, oh my god, now I feel like I'm Steve. Like it happens on a regular basis lately, and that's
funny.
That's worrisome. I actually sent a message to people like, I used to be this nice little shit lib, and now I'm getting in fights with everybody.
You're another former
And
shit lib, huh? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
oh, we all were. I was a TYT Army guy, not to like. Ugh.
I was never.
Oh, come on, man.
Proud of you.
Some of us aren't as cool, and that's why you're the cult leader. See,
That's fair. That's why I get the big bucks.
Yeah.
Totally.
I
was never.
Luckily, I
I
left.
was very. I've never believed. I've always been very consistent about electoral politics until Barack Obama. Barack Obama. My excuse is that I just had my first baby. I was very hormonal. And emotional, and I like bought into the bullshit a little bit, because skeptically, but I still bought into it a little bit. And then, so
Well, he at least said the right things most of the time. Like,
yeah,
they at least told him to fucking say the right shit.
And it was historical,
Like he was the
and it was.
he was my first vote. The first time I voted was fucking him. I lived in the
me
Bible
too.
Belt South, like, and if you were gonna be a fucking liberal here, you weren't gonna half-ass it. Like, like that wasn't gonna be a thing you did. So like now I'm stuck where it's like they've been calling me a commie since then. Like now it's I suddenly become so left wing that I'm right wing. No, you guys haven't seen.
that's called
right
fishhook.
They live next
That's
door to
fishhook.
me. Like,
I've been called literally
like,
every label on planet
everything.
Earth. I'm a fascist. I'm a Nazi.
This is why
I'm a
labels are
right-winger, I'm
bad.
a commie. all of the things. Like
They
it just
co-opt
depends
any
on
good
your
label,
own
ruin it.
personalism, whether what you decide to label me.
This is where people have a problem, and when they do self-label themselves, it ends up that someone who doesn't think they're that doesn't like them. Like, stop.
That's what I like. I've always
Stop.
just generally used leftist, but
Yeah.
even that, I'm just like, no,
Even
I'm
that.
not. I don't even think I'm
Can't
that
say
anymore.
that. You
Now,
can't say
now
that.
I'm independent.
No,
Yeah,
It's independent.
Now, especially here.
I'm not. I don't want to talk about
say
labels.
that they're
Independent,
allowed.
I know.
I'm just fucking indie. That's all I am. I'm just fucking indie.
Yeah, I'm not box shaped. I don't want to be put in one. Just leave me alone. I know where
Yeah.
I stand. I know who I am. I don't need your label. Let's have a
And the
conversation.
minute you try to measure that
issue.
label, it's a Schrodinger's cat problem. Like,
Yeah.
you both are and aren't a Nazi at the same time. Like, you know, like,
Schrodinger's Nazi.
yeah. Like the minute you measure it, you're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
You know,
Agreed.
like a real cat, you just have to look at it from afar and just like let it be its own thing. Like,
There's
you
one right there
know,
sleeping. Finally, stopped starting fights. And went to sleep, bastard.
it's ridiculous. We have to laugh at it. That's the only thing I could do at this point.
That's the only way to survive, honestly. Gallows humor, and
Like-
copious amounts of weed.
Like,
That's how I survive.
And calling out the corrupt assholes
music.
every day.
Yes, and
This helps.
Yes, and Jesse Jet
Yes, it
has
does.
been like,
Yes, it does.
And yes.
He is fucking,
I love Jesse.
Jesse's fucking great, dude.
He's awesome.
he's amazing.
He's gonna be on. We're gonna do his birthday bash. on
I
Sunday
can't wait
night.
for that. That's gonna be the best.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's gonna be fun. I'll have a
gonna be
link for that
fun.
soon. Actually, this is a
The
good time to wrap up
grift.
because I gotta go. My kid's yelling at me. So Warren, do you have anything coming up that you want to talk about before?
Yeah, speaking of Jesse, he and Steve Cutler are going to be on tomorrow night on Extra Bulla at 9:30 Eastern.
Nice. be a good
It's
time.
music and the movement, how music is important in the revolution, how we need it and how it's used, that sort of thing. And then next Thursday, gonna have Sabby Sabs. She's gonna be on the show. Yeah, looking forward to that. Been wanting to get her on for a while. And yeah, that's all. Thanks to Indy for the hookup. We'll be live streaming on Odyssey now, so we're gonna try that tomorrow night. So hopefully on YouTube and Twitch and Twitter and Facebook and Odyssey and on INN Network, we'll be on all those tomorrow night. Fingers crossed.
Frigidaire
Cool.
refrigerators.
It's got all the them.
Reef.
Yeah, speaking
dude.
of Sabby Sabs, by the way, Jesse, I want a behind the fucking album like mockumentary. That would be great.
Yes.
So that would be fantastic. But yeah, speaking of Sabby, this weekend I'm helping with the women's event that she's having, right? I think you're supposed to be there, right,
Sunday.
Misty? Yeah, that should be great. I'm be there Saturday and Sunday, which means I don't know if the lovely Sabby Sabs needs me Friday to do anything, so my show might be a little fluid that day. We'll see. If not, Colin might show up with me, and I don't know who else. We'll figure it out. But that should be Fridays, 10 Eastern, if that happens. Check my Twitter at Reef Breland. You can find all that shit there.
Cool. Colin, what do you
otherwise-
have coming up, good sir?
I'm trying to get not stuff immediately, but I'm trying to set up a panel series on my channel where, in a lot of ways, probably similar to this, where I'm able to have a panel of, Black people from different regions of the world just to kind of talk about issues pertinent to us. So if anyone is interested being on doesn't mind being on camera, and who's opinionated and willing to share their thoughts and ideas, please shoot me a DM. So yeah, I'm just right now just trying to re-collaborate, getting myself off the ground, especially since I've been taking a little bit of a break from streaming or anything like that for a while. So
Good for you.
well,
Seriously.
yeah.
Seriously, good for you.
yeah, but I'm ready to start streaming and try and get some more content and try and get my name out there a little bit more, but also trying to have people who are not necessarily being heard have a voice as well. So stuff in the works. So people follow me on Twitter at Obona_Colin. Just find out what's happening. And yeah.
Cool. Phenomenal Mysticism. I am not on the same panel as Marianne Williamson. I wish I was. But I'm not. But I am on with Tara Reid. So that's fun.
Nice.
Yay.
And I'm not
Great.
saying that like I would destroy Marianne Williamson. No, but like there's some things.
There's some questions. But
Some things.
great
No.
to ask.
Yeah, but yeah, there would be some things said that you don't hold back. So and
No,
I
and
don't
that's Sabby
know-
would never. I
yeah.
don't think Sabby would ever put me on the panel.
No,
with
no,
Marianne
she
Well,
Williamson.
wouldn't put
you're a
anybody in that
polite
position
lady.
to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a polite lady. You could ask nice.
Most of the time, yeah. And listen,
Yeah.
she's great on Julian Assange. I appreciate the stuff that she's done for Julian Assange, for Edward Snowden. She has really come
Yeah.
around. I think Jimmy Dore really helped with that. She was shit
Mhm.
on Jimmy Dore when she was talking
Yeah.
about Julian Assange, and he kind of course corrected her. And I really do give him credit for that. I really do think that he was kind of influential in her
Yep.
whatever the
Tucker.
shift was for, whether it's opportunistic or
Yep.
not, that's up for debate. But she has made that shift and publicly has been very vocal about supporting Julian Assange. So there are some things.
There's some things.
Yeah, I'm just
Like
gonna
all
leave it
of
at that. I don't. Sabby would never do that. That's just how it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
Savvy
she's
wants to
great.
do that herself.
Yeah. No.
Um,
Yeah. And I think
yeah.
Sabby will. I mean, I hope Sabby will be. Maybe not because it's maybe
I
not the
full faith in that
appropriate
lady.
platform for that.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be a very women centered. So maybe you don't want to
Mhm.
be like getting into a fight with another woman on a woman summit, which I get.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
yeah,
somebody-
that probably wouldn't look good.
Yeah,
That can
somebody
happen
does
when the
need
cameras
to.
go off.
There are some questions I would like people to
Yeah.
ask, and I'm never
Yep.
probably gonna get that opportunity.
Should make a list.
Huh?
Check it twice.
I don't. I,
You know?
I wouldn't say never, but we'll see.
I
It may
just-
just not
yeah.
be honest. It may not be on a live stream, but
Right. I mean, there's an
that
opportunity
can-
that I could run into her at an event or something, but
Yeah.
honestly, I would never start shit with her at an Assange. And I don't want to start shit with her. I'm like, it sounds like I'm
No.
like I want to like go after. I don't. I honestly do not. But I
I
just
mean,
there are some things.
I've been seeing those. I've been seeing those workouts, Misty. I know. I
Oh,
know you've been
God.
killing that shit.
Dude, you guys.
You've been fucking killing that shit.
I'm going to
Like
die.
Jesus Christ! Like literally. Like it's
You guys
not a
wait.
competition,
Wh- wh-
girl.
Just give me. Just give
Where
me,
am
like,
I
a
missing
year.
this?
Just give me like
Oh.
we're-
How am
we
I
have
missing this?
We have like a health and fitness DM that we just started because
Yeah.
okay, I didn't even want to talk about this. I joined a gym. We're, like it's a whole thing. I
Yeah.
a year ago I said I was going to
Okay.
get into the best shape of my life because I just turned 40. And I dealt with some traumatic shit over the summer, and I fell into like a pretty serious depression, allowed depression to kick my ass for a very long time. So now I'm getting refocused.
Yeah.
So I'm back in the gym, and for real, I'm going to die. I'm going like the
Oh,
workouts
dude.
we're doing
Well,
are unbelievable.
What do
You're
you do
killing
that
it.
isn't hardcore? So let's.
my
What does
God.
Misty do that isn't hardcore? So of
Yeah.
course she's gonna jump into that hardcore. Come on, like
Oh,
yes.
God.
And pretty
All or
soon
nothing
she's gonna be
person.
ripped
So proud
with a
of you.
6-pack, and the next thing you know,
Give me
she's
a
doing
year.
fucking posing competitions and shit.
No, I'm not going
That's-
to do that.
That's
So
what we're gonna
proud of
see
you.
from Misty.
No, I'm not going to do
That's
that.
for
But
you.
give me
That's
a
for
year,
you.
and I will be able to kick all of your asses easily.
Fight sports is a
one-handed.
thing, Misty.
What?
I know a
know,
guy named
Fight
Jim.
sports is a thing.
Yeah,
Find,
yeah.
find, follow those Eddie Bravo people right to the gym. You're good. You know them. Steve definitely does. So
Yeah.
you know, get with those secret nerd murderers. They all look like they ride segways on the weekend, but will straight up kill you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen,
mhm.
I was an athlete my entire life, so I'm very competitive.
Yep.
So that's, and then when you're
Yep.
right, when I'm all in or I'm not at all.
Yep,
That's,
that's the
very
way
much
to
my
be.
personality.
I have
Yeah.
not seen Misty do half-assed anything ever. So
No.
yes, if
No.
she's gonna work out and she's gonna get herself in shape, you can guarantee she's gonna be fucking fit, and it's gonna happen pretty fast, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be solid.
Wait till I get to 218, Misty. You fucking wait. I'll
Okay.
be fucking there.
Oh boy,
You wait.
there we go.
Then I'll
All right,
actually be
we
able
cut
to
off
compete with
Trey.
this fucking
Misty,
lady.
Misty's got kids yelling at her.
I do have kids yelling at me.
This is
Okay,
another
so
kid
Trey, I
yelling.
know you're taking kind of a break from your channel to, which I'm so proud of you guys. Seriously, I'm jealous. Honestly, I need to just do it. I can't though. Okay.
Get a substitute.
That means so requires taking a break, and that's the thing I have trouble with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So Trey, do you have anything that you're working on, or anything you want to?
No.
Or whatever.
No. I have just go on my Twitter. My link tree's there. Cash App, Odyssey, movie site, and I'm surprised I lasted this long. And
I'm proud of
kinda
you. I'm so glad that you came.
I regret canceling.
Good
Solo.
peeps, man. Good to
I
see you.
regret
Don't
that.
listen, Trey. Listen
That
to
was-
me. Listen to me. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Listen to me. You
Mhm.
do not have to apologize. Everybody here loves you. It is fine. It's fine.
No, I know. I know. It's just
Yeah.
I regret
It's okay.
I lasted
Yeah.
this long, and I thought I was gonna be groggy. So
No, you were great.
Yeah.
We're all good.
Yeah.
You're all good, man.
I
Yeah.
know.
We made it.
We did.
I'm about to pass out. I
I'm
ain't
tired.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm like, but
So
you know,
I'll just quickly run through. I'll
Okay.
just quickly run through all my links. All my links are at independentleft.media. Follow me on Twitter there, IND Left News, independentleft.news, and leftist.today is the Substack that gets updated every day. Friends of Indie Left show. I just interviewed the Banks sisters the other night. It was
I love
amazing. I
them.
had such a good time.
Yeah.
I adore them. They're so
Yeah.
great. Okay. How do we miss that every Sunday night? Reef is usually my co-host, but since he's doing the Sabby thing, I'm going to have a special guest co-host. So you tune in 10 o'clock Sunday night Eastern time for that. Indie News Network, of course. You got 4 of the members of Indie News Network here on this stream right here, Colin and Warren and Reef and myself, and a whole lot of other amazing streamers. Get Indie at Get Indie News, indienews.network. And then Action for Assange event in DC. Holy shit. Everybody go to DC on
Everybody
April
go.
10th and support Misty. Hook up the GoFundMe.
Not me.
Okay.
Support
Also,
Assange.
Yes.
well, support the project and support everybody being there and being there to yell at the State Department and the Justice Department.
Putin money trickles up. It trickles up.
There's also going to be
The
an
Putin money comes
online march. There's going to be an online March for Medicare for All event on March 11th, 12th, and 13th. Savage Joy and Ricky Rance and Vegan Succubus are organizing it. I'm helping them with it. We're going to I'll let more info out as it comes out. But if you go to the M for All page, they've updated it with some of the info already.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys know I
stoked.
hate doing this shit, but there are a couple of things that I do want to hype just because they're not mine. So obviously we've already talked about Sabi Sab's Women's Summit this weekend. Again, I'm going to be on Sunday night at 7:15. I know Tara Reid's also on the same panel I am. I don't know who else. I didn't ask. So I'm excited though. It looks like a really great event, so that's going to be cool. And then also DC, come to DC. And then Randy Credico has a stand up for Assange comedy show and just event at the Tabard. I think it's called the Tabard Inn in DC on the 24th, I think. No, 20. Hold on. What's Sunday? Sunday's the 7th. Okay, so yeah, the 27th, and then the 28th, there is an event that the Boston crew, Assange Defense, and a couple other people are putting together outside the Department of Justice. I think it's from noon to 2. So go to those events as well if you can. And the DC event in April that we're doing, I've started reaching out to some speakers. We have some really cool people who I think are going to be able to come. I'm not going to announce anybody yet because it is still kind of far out. And I want to make sure we can solidify everybody's plans before I start announcing speakers. But I've had some really positive feedback from people that I've reached out to so far, and I'm not done yet. So please come to DC. Seriously, we need people in DC. We like this is, I don't know. This is it. This is it. I mean, he's gonna die. I mean, I laugh, but I have to because it's bleak.
Yeah.
Like we're in a really bleak situation. So please come to DC if you can. April 10th is the End the Dan Morris protest, and then April 11th is the Assange protest. And I think we're going to try to do 2, one outside the British Embassy, one outside the Department of Justice, because they both need to be yelled at. And then also, I just realized today that the White House Correspondents' Dinner is April 30th. I think I'm going to make 2 trips to DC this month, y'all, because we need to be outside the White House Correspondents' Dinner yelling at people for Julian Assange. Their silence is disgusting. So yeah, I haven't
Colin's
started.
down with that. I'll bet Franco will be down with that too.
Yes, he will. And that's we all like if you can make it out there. I mean, April 11th is obviously important. It's the 3-year anniversary of him being kidnapped from the Ecuadorian embassy. But to be outside the White House Correspondents' Center is something that needs to happen. Some Assange protesters need to be out there with megaphones and signs, making a lot of noise and embarrassing people.
Oh yeah, that's my birthday weekend too. So
nice.
I'll live it up.
And you're in DC, so yes, please come.
Yeah.
We need yes, we need to do that. I just realized that today. I don't care. 2 trips. It sucks. It needs to happen. So we need to start
metal
working on
files
that.
to Belmarsh. Post haste.
Yes. Okay, so I think that's the only thing I had of other people.
Well, thank you again, Misty, for inviting me as always.
And you guys know where to find me. I'm on Twitter, and sometimes I remember to tweet about my stuff. So there you go. And I'm gonna drop Sleepy Josh's link for his Buy Me a Coffee one more time, just because Sleepy Josh is the fucking best. And he's helping all of us out tremendously. So please go buy Sleepy Josh coffee. And I love you guys. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate you. But now I've got to go deal with my kids. So thanks everybody. See you next week.